I just saw the raid. Thank you guys. Let's go. It's time for Soulbound. Thank you, Rolling Together, for the raid. Also, hello, Heroes and Hooligan. Hello, hello, hello. We're getting started in just a bit. And with that, Auroraverse, we return to the likes of Soulbound. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex, and today, oh gosh, the chat box is a little big today. But today we have the likes of Project Aurora, the Ascent, episode 14 of the likes of this grandiose universe. As you guys are going to be getting involved, you guys are going to be experiencing and watching and enjoying the likes of this crazy, crazy story and campaign. And thank you again to Play Nerd Allies for hosting the stream for 9 viewers. Welcome, welcome, individuals, to the likes of the grandiose universe. How's it going? How's it going? So today we have an awesome session for all of you. I'm gonna real quick, just gonna shrink that down a little bit so it's not taking over my screen. I think it should actually be this big. Yeah. All right. So that being said, now it's covered over my entire sort of face. We're gonna move it over to there, and yeah. So for those of you guys who are joining on in, keep in mind we're actually gonna be doing a D&D giveaway at the end of the stream. So you're gonna want to stick around, because if you don't, you're gonna miss out on some D20 dice that you can probably get your hands onto. So check us out over there. But besides that, we're gonna jump into the absolute wild. We're gonna jump into the absolute craziness, the chaos and carnage itself, known as the Ascent. Let's go talk over to the players and let's go see what they're doing. Ah, boy. For those of you guys who don't know, we have a sort of tradition over here, where basically the party decides to torture me with when I unmute. Let's see if Patron Saints was ready for that. Oh boy. Did I hear dice? You did hear dice. Oh, I will also say that I'm going to be mainly focusing on the game over on, in front. So if I'm not necessarily responding to the chat, or if I'm not, doing stuff or thanking any followers or raids, that's the reason why. So there you go. There's your little reminder. All right, let's do this.
Barrel just smacks you with it.
Hello.
It has fingers on his fingers.
Hello, my friends. Are you ready to play some D&D?
No.
All right.
No,
Well. All right, they're not ready to play some D&D, so I left the Discord. All right, campaign's canceled, everybody. I'll see you guys next week. Ah, boy.
Apparently, I'm in Dubai.
All right, we're gonna try this again. So, hey, everybody, are you ready to play some D&D?
No.
All right.
Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Please.
Oh, man. Mr.
Coward.
Suplex, sir, your chat. Oh my gosh, my chat is actually completely. It has taken over Soulbound. Here we go.
I might get skill expert, to be honest, because that'd be pretty hot.
Oh boy. Alrighty. So everybody, you guys are all loaded into the You loaded into Foundry and everything, right? No one's still loading.
Loaded. Yep.
Sickest of nasties. All right. So, oh, hey guys, guess what? We have a new player.
Oh.
Yeah. Look. Oh fuck. Hold on. He's a little shy. Let me go at them. Hold on. Join. There you go. We got Bardbot.
No fucking way.
It is
my
the
God.
legendary
We
Bardbot.
finally have a bard on the team. Damn.
It is the
More
Bard,
inspiration.
Bardbot, music, aka Music Bot, aka Pancake Bot, the DJ of this group. That said, I'm going to pull up some music, and hey guys, guess what? So this is a fun one. I do not have your name yet, but we do have some fantastic new theme music for the likes of your group. As you are no longer in the likes of the Azure Taiga, you are now in the Forbidden Expanse. So, welcome to hell. Now that, my friends, let us get this going. Let's play this song and let's go forth and become some champions. So, everyone, if I could all have each and every single one of you all gather around the table and let me tell you all a Voden fable. To gather around for the tale of these survivors. For this, my friends, be the fable of a looming corruption and the mysteries within. For this be the legendary tale of the Soul Bound. For that, our tale would continue as we found our heroes at the top of the mountain, towering over the corpse of robotic Titan and the Stormbird. After defeating this individual alongside the Seven Souls, our heroes would take a prisoner and the culprit responsible for the pain across the land. This individual being a very smart and talented cobalt engineer known as Atlas. However, after questioning him, some individuals would be able to convince, and barely convince at that he should be given a second chance for now. A chance to repent for what he's done. Meanwhile, the Seven Souls and the Ascent would travel down the mountain to see our heroes off to their new destination, bringing up the teleportation device hidden away in the mountains. They'd all have the tools necessary. The Draconic Sage marks together, the Sphere of Seasons, and a rare mana crystal pulled from a bijou themselves. And with that, our heroes, after long last, after traveling through the likes of this entire mountaintop, fighting off the corruption and all the sort of robotic beings trying to keep them down, our heroes be able to conquer them all and arrive for a new adventure. Where our heroes will be transported to and what awaits them, well, we'll have to find out in session 14 of Soulbound, the Ascent. With that, my friends, let's pick back up exactly where we left off. Alrighty, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to play this song, or a playlist for the time being. Well, it's a new playlist, and we're going to instead do this one. Let me grab some ambience bop. I think that works. And I throw it over here. We're still getting used to the little music bop, but I'm getting better at it slowly. There we go. And then repeat all. There we go. So, the Ascent. We return back to our heroes as we look exactly to where you all stand tall among the teleporter platform. You find yourselves looking towards one another as each of the arcane sage magic flows around you and more. You look over as it materializes in this strange sort of dome of the sorts, as it begins to almost wash over you, enveloping you in power. You see as each and every one of your companions mark, they all begin to glow one by one. As this begins to happen, you notice as several things begin to occur, one of which is that the elements themselves, the elements of Nylea, the goddess of the hunt, the goddess of seasons, begins to form. You begin to notice as, at first, a fiery flame akin to amethyst begins to warm you before you feel the chilling cold of Vitalia. You then almost feel a charge of electricity, a charge of energy as Karanos jolts the likes of you all, shocking you to your core. You feel a bit of pain, but you look towards Ingots, and similar to him, you try to stand firm, you stand tall, and you stand like a mountain. As this electricity begins to start surging amongst your body, you grit your teeth as you feel the pain more and more as it begins to almost seek to consume and tear you. You notice as time itself begins to start cracking around you, similar to how you noticed it with Navra whenever he does so. And you see as, or you witness as it reflects the differing fates of each of your companions. It reflects like beautiful gems and crystals similar to Rokaz's. As you begin to see these strange timelines of possibility all converging amongst themselves. You notice as they're, however, as each of them begin to converge, as each of them begin to flourish into these strange realities one by one, they're all washed over with a corruptive astral light, like Myra's flames top of her head. Your vision fades to darkness, and for what feels like moments, minutes, hours, you stand suspended in space, alone with your thoughts, nearly driving you to madness as you sit there with an utter nothingness. You and your thoughts. You're not sure whether you'll find yourself alive at the other end, and what this other end will be like. But with that, the Ascent, as you find yourselves sort of stuck in suspension for hours alone with only your thoughts, what is it that your characters think about? Let's go down the list. We'll start off with you, Navro. Navro, these are your personal thoughts as you are stuck in darkness for hours and hours and hours. What would you think that your character is sort of pondering about during this time?
Fear. This would be the same environment he was in before the campaign had started, and fear that this is going to go on even longer, that it won't end, and that he might have been wrong about the teleportation circle, and that worst of all, everyone else might be in this scenario, and that it was his fault. He is endlessly worrying right now, and hoping that it ends, and that things are going on the right path.
As you begin to do so, Navro, you begin to think, as you try to sort of formulate your thoughts. Now, you are a very logical person when it comes down to sort of decision making for the most part. You're very, very intelligent, however, you can't help but let your emotions get the best of you. As this fear continues to wash over, you're not sure of what will happen, and you just leave things to fate as much as it pisses you off. You hope that things get better. You hope, but you can never be too sure. As you're driven to the brink of almost madness, insanity, anything, you wait there, suspension, before we go towards the next individual. We go towards Zephyr. Zephyr, as you are in this darkness alone for hours upon end, what is it that you begin to think of?
In the darkness, he just feels like he's floating, submerged under the sea in the depths. He's just remembering his past, what little strands he remembers of it. When he was sailing, when he was protecting, when he saw the whole forest burn up. He's angry. He ain't gonna die here. He isn't.
That being said, Zephyr, as you begin to think back towards your times of the past, what little memories that you do have and wield, you begin to think of all your goals, all your missions, what you were possibly even put on this strange hellhole for, and what you need to see through. justice needs to be served to individuals. You can't do it while dead. You hold out for hours, trying as long as you can. Continue forth in utter darkness. Zephyr, as you begin to do that, our vision shifts once more towards another individual, looking towards what could possibly be. Rokaz, as you wade in darkness and more, nothing but your thoughts, what is it that you think of?
He recalls back to his last bit of memory before when he fell through whatever it was that his arrow created, and just kind of braces in anticipation, hoping that it doesn't go on, and at the same time hoping that nothing else changes about him once he comes out the other side.
As you begin to do so, hoping that you won't be changed once more, you remember as you knew originally you did not have and wield all 5 eyes of whoever these belonged to. Begin to think and wonder, is this another occurrence of it? You wake up with more eyes, no eyes, or something else changed and altered. You hope and almost even pray that doesn't happen, but it's all up to fate. It's all up to you. As this begins to happen, we look towards another individual, 2 souls trapped in one. As they begin to wade, fighting over one another for control. One is dominant over the other. One is in control. This is their show. Myra, what is it that you think about? And if you want, you can choose to allow Folia to have a say in what she wants to think about.
Currently, Myra's just looking about. Is she able to see, by the way?
It is... it's dark. So for you, this is actually interesting. So it is an endless expanse of nothingness, almost as if you were looking out at space. You don't see any real star. Well, you actually would see occasionally a couple of stars further and further down, but it is just an area devoid of life, devoid of emotion, and devoid of feeling, all in all. It's a very familiar sort of thing, especially to you. But whether you are comfortable with it or uncomfortable, that is completely up to you and Myra, my friend. But you do not see much of anything.
Myra's reminiscing about the times before she was with Folia. Whereas Folia is just going every now and again, ooh, pretty light. Ooh, pretty light.
Oh.
That, as you begin to do so, you look over, and as these two begin to continue fighting over control, occasionally, look towards one individual who stands tall, but still regardless, floats about like the others. Look towards Ingot. What is it that your character would be thinking about throughout this sort of time as they are alone with nothing but the thoughts in their head for hours and hours upon end?
Ingot is just obsessing over the orb and hoping he can get it back. He doesn't even really realize that it's dark. He's just kind of really focused on the idea that he's gonna eat that goddamn orb.
Oh man. As you put your mind to something in the consumption of the sphere of seasons, no hunger, no need for drink, not even a need to be able to see is as important as being able to find the sphere of seasons and consuming it, because once you put your mind to something, by damn, you're gonna do it. Ingot, as you begin to think these things, all of you, as you think whatever you are, you notice after what felt like for so long, you watch as your arms begin to start eventually shifting in color, taking shape, coming to fruition in the stars themselves. You look around and you find yourself among a strange platform surrounded by an astral realm only one could dream of finding. I think it's time for a map shift, as this is what you see. You look around and about, and you are completely sort of thrown off, as this is the first thing that you guys see as the darkness begins to fade away. You notice as you're in this massive sort of structure of strange runes and more abundant. The sphere of seasons, though it doesn't have a token, it is in the central sort of location, sort of flowing from the likes of ingots and into the center as it just hovers there. Ingot, you can, if you want to, go over and try to touch it or consume it. We'll get to that in a minute, but just to describe the scene, you notice as you're just sort of suspended in this area, not sure of what is going on, where you're traveling to, but at the very least, you notice as your companions are also here. That said, what do each of you say? What do each of you do?
I think it's gonna go grab the orb and start licking it.
You got it.
I'm going to look around, and this being a very arcane environment, I'd like to assess what we're in right now.
Got it. As you begin to try to look over towards the arcane runes and more, make an Arcana check, Navro. Looking about, trying to understand exactly what this all means. 26. The 26. This is... Hold on. This looks as if they're runes for sure, but it's not necessarily similar to the likes of how you say Ingot's runes that Mimir taught him before, like giant runes or even draconic runes. No. This is something, funny enough, simpler than that. A simple language, but you're unsure of what it could be. You begin to try to guess. It's an elvish, draconic, giant, hell, infernal, or even abyssal. But no matter what, you keep continuing drawing blanks. You need assistance here. You need to confide in your allies, but you're drawing blanks even with the 26 on what this could actually say. But you at least know it's the language, though.
Taking in and out a deep breath of relief, Navro points to Myra. You said you had something that could let us read writing, couldn't you?
Yes.
Well, put this to use then. What do these mean?
I'll go over to what he's talking about.
He's referring. I mean, you're kind of smart enough to know that he's talking about all the runes and stuff around, or the languages and writing around you.
Oh, okay. It's all around us.
Yeah. So basically, you would notice as it's on the ground, as well as on these sort of, I don't even know what to call them, and I'm the DM, sort of structures that are sort of going in and out of the stars themselves. It's sort of kind of making a spherical dome-esque like structure.
You'll see Myra look down for a moment and then tap the back of her deer skull, and you'll see as like a not cylindrical, spherical object rolls into place, and magic symbols begin forming around it in circles as they rotate and change as she's like scrolling through languages and deciphering what it says as best as she can.
As you begin to do so, that is what you're doing. Navra, are you assisting her? Or as much as you kind of can?
I'm going to look to everyone and see that they're all in one piece. Going around, teleportation circles can be messy at best and mutilating at worst. So I'm going to go around and kind of do a spot check on everyone.
Sure thing. Make a medicine check for that. While you're doing checking over everybody, Zephyr and Rokaz, God damn, he's a cleric. I mean, what? um, so I'll get to that in just a second, but Zephyr and Rokaz, what are you two doing immediately?
I need something to check.
Wait, hold on. Let's go to Rokaz first.
Can I get one of y'all to do me a favor?
Hey,
How many eyes do I have?
5.
Damn it.
were you hoping for less?
Honestly, yeah.
Why?
We really need to ask. You need to tell us about your eyes at some point.
I would love to if I knew exactly anything about them other than I have 5 of them and they're different colors.
Me can make less as Ingot points his sword towards your eyes.
Now, how about we don't? I only like licensed optometrists. I don't even know what optometrist is, but I'm pretty sure you're not one.
You can hear Myra say in the background, "I could use 2 of them."
You're also not an optometrist.
You don't know that.
Would Navro be able to make the connection of the different colors being the chromatic dragon colors and him being a dragonborn himself?
You're able to know that he's a dragonborn. So let's make a. Yeah, I'll say this. Make a nature check. Yeah, nature check.
Am I a dragonborn though?
25. Yeah, you're able to sort of make some connections. Definitely some similar colors when you think about them from a basic idea. Here's what I mean. You see there's a red eye, there's a green eye, there's a blue eye, and all that stuff, right? There's even a black eye. Now, that is the scales of the dragons themselves, from what you know. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's their eyes. Does that make sense? You could have, Rokaz can have, or here, better one. Drakal is like, I believe a copper dragonborn, yet he still has blue eyes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Still, there's a theming.
There is a theming to it, which is ever strange, and you're able to pick that up with your 25 in nature.
And I would know generally with, like, a 22 in intellect that, like, chromatic dragons are typically evil. I would know, like...
You would know that.
Rokaz, do you know anything about your past? Anything at all?
Only what I remember.
And jog my memory on what that might be, exactly.
That's a real creative way to ask for that. As far as I remember me and myself and my parents, we were, living, and something happened. These monstrosities kind of came, and well, they sacrificed themselves to let me run. Didn't get too far. They were never fighters. I shot an arrow. Here I am.
And that's everything.
That is quite literally everything. Well, other than the fact that I was like 10.
And how old are you now?
10.
Gap. What? Yeah.
You're pretty confident this motherfucker is not 10 years old.
I'm gonna take a look at him. Is he mentally 10? Has he shown behavior? Because
I mean, you're no... I can't really have you make a roll for this. You're no Dragonborn, right? You don't know their culture. I mean, even if no matter how much you read about it in books or in anything, right? You don't know their culture. I mean, it could be maybe Dragonborn are just... maybe them being 10, they're as mature as a human. That's a possibility. But also, at the same time, if we're speaking from a human's perspective, or whatever the hell you are, Navro, nah, bro, that's not 10 years old. That's something else.
Navro's squinting his eyes right now. Sorry, Limbit, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I've known Drakal a long time. Do I know anything about Dragonborn ages?
That mother same thing as Roka or Navarro and what he knew. Yeah, that motherfucker's not 10 years old. You know that much. I believe hopefully I'm not making this wrong or making this mistake. They age like humans, but I think they age a little bit younger. I could be wrong on that though. I will confirm it. But they would mature at the exact same rate.
Navarro squints his eyes and, no, really, how old are you? This is important. Don't bullshit me.
I'm not bullshitting you. Last thing I remember, I was 10, so therefore I am still 10.
You're a child?
Last thing I remember, I certainly look hell of a lot different.
That's
Make a history or nature check, Mara.
What am I better in? Where's my nature? Ah, good. -1 or history?
Nature or history, your choice.
Yeah.
20?
No, I'm gonna go history on that one.
So you begin to think back towards any sort of times with which you recall. Try to peer through your memory, any sort of things that might be important. The number 10. Begin to recall that Drakal mentioned at some point that Dragonborns in general, though they live to be around 80, they reach not adulthood, but they have this sort of mental development of like a 10-year-old by the age of 3. So by the time a Dragonborn's been in the world for 3 years, they're already like at a mental age of 10. Could also mean that they definitely mature mentally a lot faster than normal people. Doesn't necessarily mean they mature physically until like around between 15 to 20. Similar to humans.
Rokaz, you know about chromatic dragons, right?
In the sense that they are dragons and that they are chromatic, yes.
Yes, they are the exact colors of your eyes. The exact perfect ones. Do you find that a little bit suspicious, considering that you yourself claimed that you did not always have them?
I mean, by definition, of course I find these eyes suspicious, on the account of I didn't have them until I woke up.
What's more suspicious is that they are linked to the prime what's the word I'm looking for? Very evil things. Not one. I'm not smart. I'm not as smart as Navro, unfortunately.
What word are you suggesting?
Go ahead, Zephyr.
It could be some... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Zephyr.
I don't mean to cut this short, but we're in the middle of what looks like space. And we have no idea where we are. We got a bunch of bridges going off to, from what I can tell, nowhere. Unless Sensei fills me in on what's beyond these bridges.
Literally nowhere. They seem to end after a bit of time as they continue off into an astral space.
Do you mind if we walk and talk and figure out where the
Whoa.
fuck we are going?
Like they end. The bridges end.
It's just into like abyss.
Into the abyss. So like the bridges themselves, they're broken down. They are destroyed past this sort of point what you see on the map, like a little bit past that.
From the 26th, would I be able to interpret if this is some kind of like a dentist's office waiting room for a teleportation circle, or if this is something else entirely?
Hell nah.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
I'll let Zephyr do what they want to do real quick, and then we're gonna throw it back over to Maya. Make sure everybody gets a chance. So go ahead, Zephyr.
Ingot, do you mind helping me just quickly jot down these runes? One of each of these arches, they might be important for later on. Might help you out as well, seeing as you've put in interest.
Me will. And it'll go like over here to like jot down these runes so we can like work from other ends.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. So
Pulls out some rocks to carve them into.
all right, as you sort of pull out some rocks to start carving into more and more, Myra, begin to look about, and as you notice, something begins to occur. As you're reading these words, text all in a foreign language, you notice as the language itself, the words amongst the stone begin to form in front of you. They apparate like almost ink to a page. None of you seem to understand, but Myra's the one that can in this case. Your eyes of the Runekeeper coming into play, they begin to pierce the veil. The text, and though the text remains hidden for eons, or who knows for what reason, all the information that it hides, it all becomes true to you. Myra, do you read the text aloud?
You're in chronal shift range, just so you know.
I'm just waiting for the make the highest saving throw.
I do not, as I am afraid that it might melt the minds of others.
All right. Hold on, I'll make sure I got this right. I'll tell you this: you have some funny haha things in the works. Make an insight check. You have advantage.
Me?
Yeah, you. 18 and a 3.
18.
So, you begin to think for a moment as you read. You kind of read what the text is saying in your head for a moment. You begin to think back towards your sort of connection. The words that are said and that they read are words that you have heard before. However, they're expanded upon. With your 18 on insight, you're able to guess and judge that if you were reading this out loud, it wouldn't affect it. You are pretty confident, like 99% sure that it would not affect yourself in any negative way, and definitely would not affect the others in any negative way.
Yeah. I still keep it to myself, just in case there might be something. But knowing Myra, she'd be like,
Oh no, I'm saying it without like reading it all over again a second time. Nah, there's nothing from what you're reading. There's nothing that's super important for you to keep.
okay.
That was the other point for the insight check. Because your little funny haha things backstory.
Not just that. It's just Myra might use it for leverage later on or something.
Yeah, nothing like that. But if you do read it, this is what it would say. The text, as you begin to read or speak it out loud, you begin to visualize it. Now, granted, it doesn't mean shit to you guys because none of you else can like understand what it says, but saying 5 spirits, 1 corrupted, 1 soon to be forgotten, 1 a seer of many worlds. However, a 6th spirit is to rejoin their comrades after time. All powerful in their own right, but omnipotent in unison. For alone they'd falter, but together they'd rise. And then, for some of you, this may sound familiar, but then it goes into more interesting stuff. Saying this: for eons, cycles of the same prophecy repeat. All had failed, for they had not listened. They refused to collaborate, to compromise, to confide in one another. For they were taken by corruption amongst oneself, and it is assumed that you say Jeff. Obviously, I know you're not. No, you're fine.
Yeah, there's a chance I might have said that.
Roll an intelligence check.
I won't lie. I can't lie about that one.
Honestly, I appreciate it. 8?
No.
I mean, I said the DC was like 5, considering you were so careful anyways of like not affecting anybody, so I think you're fine, unless you just want it to happen.
I think I'll dodge it, because I know the damage has been increased.
It's like, I don't feel like it today, not today. But regardless...
Especially here.
Yeah. Regardless, the text continues as it says this. For they were taken by the corruption among oneself, fused with greed, pride, gluttony, envy, lust, sloth, and an all-consuming wrath. They did not build. They did not unite. They stood on their own, and they were all consumed. You see, this is the next part. A little strange, but it reads, but will the final cycle be different? Or will they be forgotten? And will they all... You see as it begins, or this last part, it begins to almost... You struggle a little bit to read it for some strange reason. You feel as if you have a migraine or a headache just even mentioning and uttering the words. But you read as it says, will they be forgotten and... join me. Ingots. You see as the final words are uttered, you notice as the marking upon your hand begins to glow one last time, and you see as the red triangle begins to shift, it expands, and inside you see, as you're writing amongst these runes, you look over, all of you are able to be aware that inside this red triangle, you notice as individuals of the desert, once more alone, trying to survive as they walk across these sands. You see as the visions shift to what they could be. You all noticing these sort of, or this sort of vision, you look inside and notice as this. Well, there you all see it. One of you might be a little bit more invested, for lack of a better term. Navro. You look inside this triangle and you see what visions of could, or a fate of what could have been in the future. You see as what someone would only dream of ever occurring in this hell known as Voden. A city. You see people. Dozens, hundreds, thousands even, roaming the sandy pathways among the spiraling buildings and kingdoms. A place people could call home. A place where people could rise and rule justly. Not with sin. Not with greed. Respect. Fairness. The vision shift and you see what this place is now, and you all notice as there is a small, simple village with only a dozen people among the, or an oasis. Navro, all of you, from Ingot, Myra, Zephyr, Rokaz, this is an opportunity. This is a chance. One last chance. The choice is yours, Soulbound. Speak to all of you. Will you squander your only chances of survival after hearing this message of Myra? Or will you see it forth? With that, you notice as the astral illusion of the world drops and fades, as you find yourselves no longer in this strange space of astral nature and more, but you find yourself in a desert-filled wasteland. You see as this becomes your reality. And we're going to shift once more. You look around and about, and you notice as there is a massive sort of expanse of sand. Strange sort of floating islands about. Maybe even pyramid far off in the distance. This is no longer the taiga. Whatever this place is. This might be the Forbidden Expanse, but who knows? You can't ever be too sure. That being said, with all these thoughts in your heads, the words, the omens, the visions, what would you say? And what would you all do? Ingot and Zephyr, you are just able to finish writing down all of the runes and then sort of pocketing it for later.
Do they, holding them up, do they match up exactly? Or are they different to these runes?
Like holding up the drawings?
Yeah.
They would be accurate, yeah.
Okay. Well, this is certainly interesting. It worked, for one. Looks a lot different than the one we came through. How's everyone feeling? Everyone here?
Feeling good.
I have a statement here. Fuck this place. She says immediately. She's shaking sand out of her cloak already.
You kind of like sort of within only a matter of seconds, you kind of cough up, fucking dying as you nearly get consumed by the likes of the sand, as it blows forth. From one hell to the next. Here we are, friends. Here we are.
Gone. There we go. Much better.
And it's back. That's foul, dude. That doesn't happen in real life.
Zephyr's just shielding the light that's just striking his eyes and looking around. He's going to count everyone, make sure everyone's here.
You know what? I'm gonna send my dogs out on a quick run. I think they still got a little bit left. Or no, they'd be gone because it's been hours, hasn't it?
Actually, what? Oh shit!
I don't
know. Granted, so there's good news and bad news. So the good news is, Myra, you would have gotten a short rest, but it hasn't been like hours and hours and hours, but it has been at least several of them. Not enough to get a long rest though.
I probably would have been just refreshing them then.
Yeah.
Just to ask before we forget, the nat 20 I got on the medicine check.
Yes.
I can just check up on everybody and see how they are.
Yeah, I mean, besides, the previous battle wounds, everybody seems fine.
Mm-hmm. And I can see that Spike probably is just vacant right now.
Yes.
Cool.
You could probably expect the Keeper to come soon. Or, not the Keeper,
or
but...
the new Keeper.
Well, the new Keeper.
I was like, goddamn.
He followed us. He is our keeper.
Well, we're in a new area, and we know of people over here. Whether it be a good idea to meet up with them or not.
We need to.
Who the fuck decided to build here?
Can I
What up?
say?
Go for it.
Can I just say, sand fucking sucks with 5 eyes. Ow.
You have it bad. I have no eyes. The sand
All right.
goes right into my skull.
Alright, I apologize. We're both suffering.
There is one thing that you would notice, though, Navro. A lot of your compatriots, they don't necessarily seem to be all the way there. They are cranky, but that's just kind of their usual selves. But when you begin to think about it, these freaking bags of flesh haven't really drank any water or eaten in a while. Judging by your rations. Yeah. Oh, God. So granted, you have enough food, but You have enough water to hydrate only one of you. 2 of you, however, will be dehydrated. The Reborn and Myra and Navro, however, you 2 are fine. You're not included when I came to this. Also, Spike is fine. You don't have to worry about her.
Oh my god.
Well, guys, I'd say you drink. Right now,
don't-
what we need is someone to actually see where we're going. What do you reckon, people?
Navro's going to take a big, deep breath in. How dry is the air?
You almost, if you had to breathe, you'd almost choke.
Unfortunate. There's almost no moisture in the air. Trying to get it from cloth or a filter will be impossible in this.
We'd have to find an oasis or dig, maybe.
Well, the other folks who are over here, they seemed comfortable enough in their living. Again, we could call them, talk with them, and meet up with them. Or we establish our own.
We need to get to them as fast as possible. We have ways of communication. We just need a bird's eye direction. North, south, east, wherever.
I
If we
know
can
where
do that, we can go.
Myra's gonna snap her fingers at this and send her dogs in northwest, east, and south.
You got it. Ninja attack
Zephyr
dogs.
will-
They're gonna go each direction.
Zephyr will pull out his navigations tools and help out with that.
You got it. You point him in the general direction, and as you're kind of doing this, speak of the devil, and you shall receive. Ingot, your mark upon your hand still hasn't came back to your palm. You look over. You all begin to notice as it begins to expand once more, but you see individuals speaking through it. You look over, and now granted, I know it's not a red triangle, but use your imaginations.
A white
No.
triangle.
I don't want to. That's not red. That's not red. Immersion broken.
Just imagine a Navro's wizard hat. Come on.
Damn, big hat.
Not wearing a gnome hat, guys. Please.
As you all are sort of looking over, you see as there are several individuals who seem to be standing in front of it, or in front of this sort of red triangle vision. You see a Yanti woman, the likes of Earbog, tall purple sort of skin, and oculi of the sorts, as well as an Aarakocra. However, as they all begin to stare into the mark, the Aarakocra, they are the one who speaks. As you see this individual. Alright, let me go grab their art. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Bam.
Yeah.
Alright, but as they speak, so here's how we got it. I'm gonna play the audio on Foundry. If it doesn't load, don't fret, don't worry. I'm going to play it again on the likes of, or I will have it, or I'll drop the actual file in the Ascent chat. Sound good? Alright.
Sure.
I got choice words for these boys.
So here, alright. Reel into the Ascent.
Do not let Myra near
How
the
did you get
the mic.
here?
I just gotta ask who decided on
Hold
this
on, you guys are
hellhole?
guys, you gotta be quiet so people can actually hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good, you're good. Alright. Play it again.
How did you get here? Interesting folks, you all. What do you want? Where are you headed? Be careful of your choices and your answers, and I'll show my mark.
With that, as you begin to hear the individual speak, if you didn't, you can go deafen and go listen to it in the Ascent session chat as I posted. You'd notice as he holds out his hand, and upon the palm, a black star.
Who wants to be the spokesperson?
Allow me, if I may.
Go for it.
I walk up to the red triangle and, taking off my right-handed glove, I show my black star. Greetings, Krellin. I am Navarro of the Descent. Our current journey is to find your village and assist you in your escapades. Currently, we're located in a teleportation circle. We're unsure of our directions, but in the meantime, you can help give us directions towards where we need to go. We are very much looking forward to meeting you, to having more help. It is finally good to see you. And I step back.
With that, you
Myra
notice
takes a step in real quick. Who decided on this fucking hellhole?
A momentary stasis.
as soon as she begins to speak.
Make a con save, my boy.
Oh my god. 10. Alright, I believe that fails. PvP!
you hear like the sound of like a mechanical keyboard spacebar pausing, and just boop, as Myra just stops in her tracks.
Oh my
There
god.
is so much rage that you have currently stunned. You better move.
How long does
Never
this
slowly
last, by
back away.
curiosity?
Hmm?
How long does this last?
Until the next round.
That's enough time. You'll see as the mark will begin to, or the vision will begin to shift from the likes of that sort of group, and begins to wait for the next one. That being said, while Myra is all sort of caught in this sort of temporal flux, this sort of strange time stasis, eventually she drops down to the ground, and you feel as if your entire body, your entire form is rewritten for a moment. What do you all say and do?
I whip my ass around to Navro. You'll see me begin stomping my feet towards him rapidly before a shadow immediately engulfs Myra. And then she just goes limp for a minute.
Oh god, I fucking broke her. Oh no. I'm gonna examine what exactly is wrong with Myra right now.
She immediately hugs you.
I knew it.
Is this, Folia?
Slight nod.
Wonderful. Good news.
You in trouble.
Not right now, I'm not.
Okay. Whatever we need to get shelter soon. We're gonna fucking die out here if we stand around all day, so the least we can do is actually walk and talk. Valia, were you able to see anything through the dogs?
Those are Myra's.
Does Myra see anything through the dogs?
Shrug.
Hey.
Hold on.
Uh,
Rokaz,
Yeah.
get on top of Ingot and see if there's any landmarks.
I was just gonna fly up like 30 feet or so and just look around myself.
I forgot you have wings.
You can
He's going to chuck you some water so you don't get exhaustion.
That's as you kind of do so, you sort of hand him last bit of your what's it called, water skin. You drink up, but the rest of you, except Myra and Navro, you do suffer one level of exhaustion. That being said, Rokaz, you're gonna fly up, and what are you doing?
Yep, I'll use my gym flight and I'll fly straight up at like 70 feet around.
So this is the first time I believe you've done this, correct?
First time I've legally done this, yes.
Legally done this. So, question: what does this look like for Rokaz? Do you actually like sprout out wings, or do you just like start floating up? What does this look like?
So out of his back he doesn't like grow rings, but they are spectral gem-like, kind of catching the sunlight of the desert and just kind of cascading it out in a gem-like starburst pattern before he gives a heavy flap and he just shoots up.
With that,
Oh,
as
it's
you begin to go,
clapping.
as you begin to go up, you hear the sort of errant clapping from Falia down below. With that, are you trying to look at your surroundings?
Yep, absolutely. I'm getting high up in the fucking air.
High up in the air, you got it. So one thing that others might know, this is without context, others watching. So Rokaz, as you're flying up, it's easy. It's no issues with it. No issues, no sort of, or what do you call it? No sort of heavy exertion needed to continue flying up. Your wings remain the same. Now you, as the Ascent, that doesn't mean shit to you. To others in other campaigns, it might. But regardless, as you look about, make a perception check with advantage. Let's get a lay of the land.
I can't wait to see how much I fucked up. What's this? Oh, that was one roll.
Nice.
Nice. Good
Nice.
stuff. Okay, so let's get some, I gotta get a mental image for where you guys are on the map for voting. Okay, so in this area, all the way over here, you would notice, well here, actually I'll tell you what, let me explain what's all around and just like consistent. All around you do notice as there are multiple sort of floating islands of the sorts. Now you've seen these in the likes of the Azure Taiga, so that isn't anything new. And you also notice in the Azure Taiga that occasionally the floating islands would explode, unleashing a purple arcane energy. You see as the floating islands themselves begin to crash down into the ground and begin to eventually rejoin itself after a couple of minutes. That is one thing that you all see. The other thing that you see, well, Yggdrasil, what Mimir referred to as the World Tree. You look over and it is massive in size and it's just from a differing perspective. Now, with your 26 on perception, you would have also noticed, and the foundry crashed. What happened?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, give it a bit.
I saved dice settings and it seems to have crashed it.
Idiot! No!
How
What kind
could
of
you?
ungodly dice did you make?
I didn't. I just changed a few
First
settings.
dice.
you just ate the Orb of Seasons and destroyed voting. Campaigns cancelled.
All right, now I'm just stuck in anticipation. What did the dice look like, huh? What did you crash my game
Yeah.
for?
I didn't even crash it with dice. I was changing dice settings. I didn't get to changing the
I
dice
don't give
yet.
a fuck and roll a d20. I want to see.
I didn't change the dice.
Oh man. But jokes aside, so yeah, so you would notice in the kind of in this general direction. Now this is like, if you didn't roll a 26 and didn't have 5 eyes, oh my god, you would have never seen this. But far off in the distance, probably kind of towards the east, so I guess it'd be kind of more this direction in a way. You see a faint, very, very faint purple light in the sky. Anybody who's not really looking for it or just didn't have that high of a perception would completely miss it. Roka, as you begin to think back, that is the Eye of Dendar. That is the Eye of Dendar from very, very, or not too long ago. So you're able to gauge that you are definitely miles and miles out, for sure. Very, very far distance compared to where you originally were. Now, more relevant things on what you guys need to know. Towards the left, kind of in the top left area over here, you would know as there is, if I can ping it, you would see as there is one massive sort of pyramid off to the side. It is over there, it is abundant, and it is just chilling. Besides that, let's go over to the opposite area, over here. You would notice as there is, from what you can tell, a massive beach. It is a good distance away, so keep that in mind. A very, very good distance away. But past that, You would notice as there is, and everybody can probably see this, there is a strange waterfall, and a massive one at that, that is pouring down into the ocean itself. You know, like a faucet or a sink? Imagine that, and it's pouring into the ocean, and where it's coming from is the clouds themselves. Alright. Past that, going in the opposite direction, like the very, very opposite direction, you notice as there is a large body of water, not necessarily an ocean, but there is an oasis. There also is a smaller sort of oasis, one that's within walking distance, not too far from here. From what you can tell in the vision, that's probably the place that you need to go. Oh god, he died.
Oh no!
Want to be to the ground?
That was Rokas falling.
Wait, did you hear my door fucking slam shut?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was Rokas hitting the pavement.
Boom.
I can see it. I can see it.
Fucking
What happened
dead.
while I was away?
Who can explain in a bit?
A lot.
Well, if there's nothing else to see, I will go back down to my friends.
Alright. Easy enough. You die on the way there. No, I'm kidding. You're good. you do.
Just for a heart attack.
You do so. You're good.
Well, there's certainly a lot to see.
Any landmarks?
Oh, there's quite a number of landmarks. We got over there on what is that direction? Northwest. There's a, well, frankly to say, there's a massive ass pyramid. Southwest. There's actually a beach, is what it looks like. It's a fair bit distance away. The odd part about it is that there's this waterfall that is actually pouring into the, you know, like a faucet or like running. It's a waterfall pouring into the ocean.
Interesting.
If it means water, that might be the best way to go.
Well, now here's the thing. That is a fuck ton of distance away. We are not getting there today at all. However, towards the northeast, there is, well, there's two oases, whatever. Proper.
The plural is oasen.
Oasin. Got it. It's like boxing. All right.
What?
I was thinking more like
Jackson.
woodsin or moosin, you know?
Everyone, yeah, I was gonna say everyone knows the plural of moose and beast. God.
Of course, there is the other plural, mice.
Yeah, of course, you know, and well, yeah, and then you also have, you know,
You're saying?
yeah, anyway, we have, northeast, there's, like I said, two oasin, whatever, one of them's a good bit of distance away, it's a larger body, but there is a smaller oasis kind of within, what looks like to be walking distance. There's also another thing, which, if I'm gonna be honest, if I didn't have these 5 eyes and it wasn't as good as looking as I was, I probably wouldn't have been able to see it. But, there's that, it's an eye, oh, what's that fella's name?
And
Yeah, that's his name. Starts with
Wow.
a D, ends with an
Yeah.
R.
Incredible that you got it on your first try. We love you, Finn, don't worry. How many days travel is that temple? That's a perfect landmark, and they must have found it already.
The pyramid? God, how far was it?
The pyramid, or wait, how far is what?
The whatever the Dendar thing themed was.
Oh,
Dendar
you can't guesstimate that. That is just the definition is fucking far.
The definition is good luck.
What's the
Zephyr is
closest?
going to just jot these locations down, just with a northeast, southwest kind of idea.
Got it.
Yeah.
Also, there's another thing I need for you, Finn, in a minute. So as you're jotting these things down, the closest thing, like out of all the landmarks, 100% is the oasis. The smaller oasis, leading to the bigger one in the past that.
From looking at like how our current group is, condition-wise, how many days without food or water would they be able to last?
Well, what do you call it? That you can only last a certain amount of days. I don't know how this makes any sense. Fantasy characters are fucking ripped. But you could last a number of days without food and water, being typically 6, assuming that you're not just injured in general. I don't think this group knows how to track time in Voden, like in character, how to track time. So you don't know how long you'd have.
Well,
There's 2 options. We could go towards the larger oasis and risk our more mortal friends getting exhaustion. Now that would shorten the trip. We don't need to be getting to every landmark, but if you want the guarantee of getting food or water, the first smaller oasis sounds like a better idea.
Yeah. It also looks like that oasis we saw in that picture show, for the record.
Is there anything distinctive about it? Any noticeable things? Perhaps they've been there before and we can even meet them there.
that smaller oasis, was it in the direction of the bigger one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say we better go there first. As much as the pyramid seems interesting, a lot of us are not going to survive without water. And if we get there, we can fill up and make it a lot farther. Besides, where there's water, there's often the creatures. So we can get both food and water.
There is also another thing that's huge. All of you are sweating up a fucking storm, as all of you are wearing pretty much clothing fit for the Azure Taiga. So you're fit for, being in an icy hellhole, and you are in a desert right now wearing that.
Well, time to strip. Time to shave Zephyr.
Speaking of which, by the way, you can notice that Myra's cloak is now not as fluffy as it used to be. And Folly is currently making a sandcastle while there is a shadow trying to strangle Navro.
So you just see, you'll probably be like over here, just making a little sandcastle over here, just doop-a-doop-a-doo.
There's a little long shadow reaching right to about here, trying to strangle him.
Not really gonna
Also,
neck for a second and just like ah.
I can't control my zombies.
Really? Let's see. I think I can fix that. Give me like 3 minutes. Death dogs.
Shall we
I see why.
walk, everyone?
One final thing though. There are 2 things. Now I know, obviously, Finn, you want to keep go as soon as possible. And character, it's only been 10 minutes, but there's 2 things one thing that occurs, and then also another thing that you haven't sort of dealt with. One big thing. The hell you're waiting for Spike to get taken, unless you trust her to be, taken by the Keeper whenever they arrive. Second thing is, well, we'll get to that in a minute. You notice as the sand itself begins to slowly start forming into an astral light, and as it begins to start almost forming a small whirlwind, a vortex even, eventually the Keepers will begin to appear. You see both these individuals, not 1, but 2. Now, I'm not going to use a voice mod, it's perfectly fine. But, you'll see as the individual who introduced themselves as Keeper Cass and Keeper Camino, respectively, have arrived. Keeper Cass will look over and look about their surroundings and eventually say, "Ah, yes, it seems to be that I'll be passing the reins off to you, Keeper Camino. These are your foe to deal with now. I will still watch over the others. If best of luck." We'll see as he begins to slowly vanish before Keeper Camino looks over and says, "Alright. Well, I've already introduced myself to most of you, but if you don't remember, Keeper Camino here, I'm replacing the Keeper, as you remember, or Keeper Kaz. That one over there, they don't seem to be all the way there here mentally and everything, so I'm gonna be taking them for a bit. They'll be safe, though." You'll see as he'll begin to reach out a hand towards Spike. Any of you guys saying or doing anything? Or are you just letting it happen?
Excuse me, what the fuck? It's
Oh,
straight now?
Were you here to meet them?
No.
Okay, so these are other three keepers. The
I can explain it
normal
real
one
quick.
is,
I'll
if you
summarize.
remind me, he was a bit betrayer.
Yeah, so point is, there's the old Keeper, the one in the Plague Doctor's mask. He ain't working here anymore. He's exiled from the Pantheon due to, or not Pantheon. He didn't say that. Out of character. He didn't say that. He's been exiled out of the Keeper's court. You won't be seeing him much anytime soon, or probably ever. We're his replacements. We hope that we'll get along a lot more. I'm Keeper Camino. I'm going to be looking over for the Forbidden Expanse. Simple as that. I'm on a tight schedule. I got to get going, but same sort of thing. Your partner will be perfectly fine, taken care of. They're going to get put into a pocket dimension. Good? Good?
Right.
Cool. He's going to take...
Talk to you physically. I'm Navro, by the way. Puts out a hand for
Navro,
a
nice
great
to meet you. He's
handshake.
gonna start grabbing Spike and then begin to unleash the cloak and then watch as astral Spike begins to walk through.
Myra's gonna run over, or Falia's gonna run over and hug his leg.
You'll see as he's gonna just pat you on the head.
Oh.
Thank you for it. I'd be blushing if you could see behind the mask. Anyways. Oh, and also, it was gonna point towards one of you. Is that normal? And he's gonna point towards you, Zephyr. Question, helmet on or off?
I would say at the moment, because it's fucking hot, it's off.
Gotcha,
Unless
gotcha.
it adds shade. I don't know. What do you think? Is it stuffy or is it shade?
Judging
It'll be sun
by...
protection as well, but it's also
It would
metal.
be. Yeah, it's metal, it's hot, it's probably containing heat, but I mean, granted, based off of the design, I
It's
don't know.
It is a
right?
gladiator helmet as well. It was designed for deserts.
Yeah,
it's
but I
copper,
wouldn't
but-
imagine for, like, long wear. I'll leave it up to you, the player, and what you decide, you know? I'll leave it up to
I'll
you.
probably have it off.
Just to
Okay.
say, if it's made of copper, then it's going to be like conducting a lot of heat.
Mm.
Probably. Yeah.
Zephyr's going to probably take off his pauldron and helmet for now and just hang them at his side so they're not touching his fur. And
Ash-
probably taking off the shoulder robe thing.
As you begin to do so, you place these things off to your side, but you notice as the marking upon your hand, Zephyr, is starting to almost glow for a moment. It glows and shines blue, and you feel something, a strange sort of headache begin to go over you. Another migraine more. You just sort of groan in pain for a moment before you feel a pulse. A strange sort of sensation. You begin to look around, and no matter when you look left and right, the pain begins to slightly subside, but it centers in one direction. Zephyr, I'm going to take you to the secrets channel for a second, but I'm going to mute and deafen stream. They will not be able to hear for just a moment. It's time to explain some stuff, my friend.
Yeah, secret.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Alrighty, stream will be right back after this little ad break. Do 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 ba do. Alright. Actually, fuck it. I'll play the freaking Kickstarter thing, cause oh wait, no, I can't. Actually, I can. Haha, I can. Alright, I'm gonna play this in the meantime. Be right back.
We're so excited to bring you our second Hollow Dice Kickstarter and our 9th Kickstarter overall. Introducing Dragonheart. We've worked with some incredible 3D modelers to come up with these beautiful dice that feature a dragon's head on every face. To start, we're offering your choice of gold, silver, or copper finishes, and they'll be shipped in a fabric mithril armory dice bag. We're looking to raise $6,300 Canadian, which is about $5,000 US, to place our initial order of dice and bags. Each set will be available for $45 for your first set, with an increasing discount for every additional set you back. When we hit our first stretch goal of $10,000, each backer will receive a free upgraded faux leather dice bag. We'll also unlock the polished silver and obsidian finishes. At $15,000, we'll include a downloadable encounter that's scalable for your party's needs. We'll also include a custom-made map for that encounter. At $20,000, we'll be able to create our custom wooden dice cases. They need to be oversized because these dice are bigger than most dice you get out there. We'll also upgrade that map and encounter to a printed physical map and printed encounter booklet, and every backer will receive that for free as well. After that, we have all sorts of things planned, but let's see where we get. Thanks for watching, and thank you for backing and helping this new set of dice come to life.
We barely convinced, as you might have heard from the session before, or from the session recap. They barely
back.
convinced. Oh, hello.
Oh, you can continue.
He's a prisoner, is all.
But he's been split off, so we'll get him at the next Oasis on the Sewer King.
I see.
Alrighty.
It's that direction was towards the Oasis.
Yes, it was.
So I said I'll be more communicative, so I will. Right now I have a link with one of the fellows of the Secrets, and what's their group name?
You don't know.
One of those sand fellows. Right now I have a link to one of them. I can either talk to them, and I can also follow their direction.
Can't talk
So
to them,
this
but
is
you know
good.
where they are.
Oh, I can't talk to them.
No, you only know.
Oh, I
that
thought
location.
telepathic link was talking.
Bad use of vocabulary or word choice.
No ways. I can't talk to them, but I can go in their direction. It's towards the Oasis, so
Comically useful. Holy shit.
it really is. It's really good timing.
It's almost as
But,
if it was supposed to happen when you got to the fucking desert 30 sessions ago.
All right, it's
We didn't have to
amazing.
deal with a bunch of bird bullshit.
But anyways, we still have to talk to the Sewer King, get back Atlas and the materials. We could probably build some sort of caravan for the desert, something to keep us out of the shade, something to transport. Is that a good plan, or is anyone got anything better? Better be fast, because I'm going to be a hot, sweaty mess at the end of this, and I'm going to be dried up like a fucking plum.
Well, you all seem that you have this well together. Please get off me. Keeper Camino is going to sort of
Nice
This
to
entire
meet
time
you
she's
again.
been like snuggling.
you're gonna see his Keeper Camino is gonna like grab you and like by the kind of like child
The
place
scruff
you
of
off
the
to the
cloak.
side. Yeah, place you off to the side. He's gonna wave, say goodbye, and peace out.
He does, and she begins waving to Navro and the others. My time is up. As they
It was,
do,
it was nice to meet you again.
and a large shadow engulfs her before the
Oh no.
blue candles light back up.
And welcome back.
She doesn't say a
Hey,
word. She just
is-
stares.
Is everyone in favor of going to the Oasis?
I don't see why not.
Most logical course of action.
Me
Let's
want
get
drink.
going. Ingot, you got a big form on you. You might be able to block some of the sun, some of the wind from people who are most affected. Whether you be up for adding that little bit of shade, that'll be much appreciated.
Me big, and it will just take the lead and start walking.
You got it.
Zephyr will follow in his shade.
Alrighty.
That's using your
Using-
resources.
Using the Yeti pelt and 2 sticks, can I make it so that these zombies carry me on a an Egyptian queen?
Oh my god.
I'll tell you this. Hold on. I'm making something in the meantime. Fuck it. Make a survival check.
Just feel like it'd be something she'd do.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know what I've done.
Noise.
I don't know what I've done. Guys, help. Hold
Oh
on,
god, you're dead!
I broke Foundry. Hold on 1 second.
Oh god!
No,
He tried to give me the zombies and they broke him.
Guys, I broke Foundry. Hear me out. Oh wait,
Are
it's
we
Do you
not-
want me to save the
Reload
dice
them.
again?
No, no, please. Okay, here's what we need. All right, as you sort of do so, a 22. You're gonna have Jason and who? Oh, and Drakal. Gotcha. Yeah, you sort of grab a couple of sticks. Yeah, you have a bit of materials. You can do this easily enough.
I'm using the Yeti cloak for this, or not the cloak, but the Yeti fur that I have.
Yeah, a little bit of ingenuity. You make a little thing. You're not sure whether it'll support your weight, but if it doesn't, you'll kill them. Alrighty, Myra, you hop onto your little queen's. I don't even know what to call it. The thing.
I'm literally on my side like a, as if someone was supposed to be feeding me grapes.
Yeah. And with that, the Ascent heads out towards their next destination. The mark upon Ingot's hand, as you begin to get further and further, you do notice as it begins to eventually fade, not allowing for the second message to go through. But maybe another time you can activate it and answer it. For now, we need to get water. We need to get our survival down. Alrighty, let's see where you guys end up. Okay, so who's like actually like doing the navigation stuff? Like who's leading the chart? I know Ingot is like, yeah, he's in front, quote unquote, but who's actually like, okay, this is where we need to go, you know, directing.
I think Rokaz would be.
Hey, you can hop up in the little tower. There's a bit of shade up there. Good navigation. I'm sorry for talking over you. I apologize. Sorry.
Yeah, what we're saying? I think it was Rokaz.
I was just saying that like we could just
Navro.
have Rokaz.
Gotcha.
Though
Alright.
to have I'd like to have Navro in front, considering that he's like pretty good at investigation.
Gotcha. I'll keep in mind if anything pops up that's specifically
Zephyr
important.
will help Rokaz just keep a general track of location with the mark.
Mm-hmm. Also, I assume that you're documenting kind of like where you're going, right? Kinda form a
Yeah,
little bit
I
of a
don't
map.
have like a cartographer thing, but I have navigation tools and
That's fine.
You have like a piece of paper and a pencil or a piece of coal. That's enough for us.
Yeah.
So with
Very
that,
crude.
Ranger, I need you to do this. So, I need you. This is a soulbound feature. Make a survival check with advantage, and you're gonna add a +5.
Cool.
This is to make sure that you're able to stay on track and not get lost in this giant desert where everything looks exactly the same.
I mean, they'd be dead. I'd be fine.
Oh, you did disadvantage. Let's go that 13 plus 7. That is a 20 plus 5, so 25. You're good. You begin to continue forth in the desert. As you all do, you go about without a hitch, no sort of complications. Everything is fine. As you travel for roughly about an hour and a half, you all begin to start feeling ridiculously hot and exhausted. It is a horrible, horrible time. You all begin to, or the sweat that begins to build up, it makes you feel disgusting and like even to sort of be about yourselves. It is not a fun or pleasant time.
Question: Does Navro sweat? Considering he
About to
has,
ask the same thing.
considering that like we don't absorb water of any kind, do we have anything to sweat?
Oh, for you, it's even more fun. Guess what? You begin to slightly sizzle, you two. Smoke. Slight ever bit of smoke begins to form amongst your skin.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine, by the way. Do you want to know what it is?
Are you resistant to fire damage?
My friend, I have frostbite.
That is cool. Are you casting it every 6 seconds for 2 hours straight? No.
It's a cantrip, so I can. So.
You can, but you can make a Constitution saving throw to cast magic for 2 hours straight if you want to try that. So...
It's worth it. Every 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds.
Every 6 seconds. But like every 10 minutes, maybe I just cool myself off again and then let myself heat up.
No, that is not how that works. But I like where your head is at. I like where your head's at. It helps out tremendously when it comes to like compared to like how you feel about it. It helps for sure.
I do feel like though I would be hot as, but I wouldn't be smoking like Gabro in his fucking scarf and big ass.
Well, so as you guys have not crafted, your survival stuff, you'll probably need to spend a bit of time. So you guys haven't rested yet. It's more of like, hey, we need water. We got to get this to go. You all will suffer another level of exhaustion as you're going through the desert, traveling forth with no clothes built for the desert.
I was gonna say, Navro does take off his poncho, the scarf. He's keeping the hat on though because you need that in the desert. And as well, on his on the old, probably really grody robes that he's been wearing this whole time, he's going to keep constantly casting prestidigitation to cool them down externally.
You got it. So again, same thing with Myra. You're helping out a little bit, but you're going to probably need to spend a little bit of time from what you guys gather. You're pushing through, you're able to get there. But you're going to probably need to spend a bit of time similar to what you did in the cave. Make something that's better than anything better than this. All right. Go ahead,
Does being in Ingot Shade help?
It does. Like, again, it makes you feel better, but it doesn't still do much of anything. The heat is still the heat, It's humid. No very, very humid.
I got it, guys. Don't worry.
All right. But eventually...
Sensei.
I just want to switch maps, man.
I know. I just gotta ask real quick if this will work.
Go ahead.
If I summon my shadow spawn to constantly fan me.
My god.
You're just blowing hot air in your face.
Yeah.
Well, I could also just have it hold like a plank over me or something. Shade.
It's probably going to just like fan sand into your eye sockets.
You know what? You're right. I'll give you. Well, I am off the ground.
Roll a d20, roll a nat 20, and we'll see what happens.
If I roll a nat 20, I will laugh my fucking ass off. What am I just rolling a d20?
Just roll a straight d20. If you roll a nat 20, we can talk about it.
It wouldn't be the first fucking
Alright.
time.
God damn.
Alright, 14. Alright, we're moving on. Anyways.
If you round up, it's like a 20.
We're going this way. Fuck off. Sensei's leading the bus.
Go, go, go.
Yay, we're moving.
Alright.
Still need my zombies.
Zombies? Come on.
Drakal and Jason. I still can't control these fuckers.
Yeah, I can make it with. Drakal is a weird one. Did I never get the zombie tokens?
Yeah, Jason's token.
Yeah, I'm gonna work with Drakal in a minute and see what I can do. Same thing with the death dogs. I've been having to go back and forth.
Oh, the dogs went in like different directions to see what they could find. By the way, so at this point they'd probably be gone.
All right, hold on. Let me explain everything before. Whoa, hold on. Let me actually explain shit. Jesus Christ.
You wanna jump in it, man?
You don't want to do that, anyways. So, here's what you guys see as you enter this area. Now, granted, it is nighttime outside, from what you can tell. Eventually, after you travel for roughly 2-ish hours or so, you begin to notice, and for what feels like, and you begin to guess whether it's a mirage or not. You think, okay, thank God we're finally here. Thank Karanos, thank whatever god you worship, or fuck the gods. Whatever you worship or don't worship, you're here, you're finally at the oasis. As you begin to do so, you look over, and it doesn't seem to be anything abundant, doesn't seem to be anything strange. Seems clear for now. If you guys want, you can move your tokens.
My little caravan is gonna carry me towards the water edge.
Don't head in just yet.
And it just jumps in and splashes.
He doesn't even jump in, he just walks in because he's so heavy he just sinks to the bottom.
You got it.
Zephyr, at least take off the ballista before.
Don't contaminate it.
I'm really happy with our creation. It's fucking amazing. Navro, do you see anything up with the water? Whether it's good or not?
I'm gonna look. Is it infected? Is it dirty? Is it drinkable at least, even if filtered?
Yeah, survival check.
Well, can Zephyr help by smelling it?
Ingot's already like vacuuming down like the water as he's like in it. just
Oh my god, you're just drinking the ocean.
Oh,
you need some as well.
As
So
you
do you want
do
me to
so,
do that,
you can do it with advantage because Zephyr is helping. That's about it. 6, thank God he's helping.
I don't know why that was not with advantage.
14.
Why was that with disadvantage? What?
I'll take the first one. The first one was a 16 plus 3, 19. It seems okay for a moment. And then you notice as Ingot is just sort of drinking away, slurping that shit like a vacuum. If he had a straw, this shit would be going to almost nowhere. And then Navro, you get, hold on, real quick. Here's a better question. What languages does everybody speak?
God.
I can speak all languages using a spell.
Do you,
common,
you can't
common.
speak it. I need to know what you
I
know
think
now.
I know what language I need to be speaking, and I don't think I can speak it.
You
I can't
cannot.
speak
Abyssal and common.
One of you hears it, I think, but what? All right, let's go down the list. Zephyr, what do you know?
I speak as common.
Okay. All right. Rokaz, what about you?
Celestial, Draconic, Primordial, and Sylvan.
All right, you can hear it. Myra, what about you?
Abyssal and common.
Naver, what about you?
I can't speak it. I know what it is. But I can speak common, deep speech, infernal, abyssal, celestial, elvish, and draconic.
Nope. And Ingot, to make sure you said common and undercommon, right?
Yes.
All right. Rokaz, make a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
Natural 1 for 11.
And you wondered how Onyx did this. You guys wondered.
Do I hear a language?
No.
being spoken? Oh no.
So here's what happens. Navro, you look over towards the water and it's shifting.
Yes.
It's moving for some strange reason. And you notice as the water itself is slowly rising around Ingot. You would think as he's drinking it, more of it would be, you know, gone or something. I mean, granted, that's a lot of water, but you notice as the water itself begins to start writhing around Ingot and it begins to slowly engulf him as you look over and you see as these two massive watery draconic spirits begin to form amongst the likes of Ingot and slowly consume him. Ingot, make a Constitution saving throw as you see these individuals. 18. As this begins to happen, you notice the water itself begins to almost forcefully drown you in this sort of sphere. You begin to almost, well, actually, no, I assume you just probably keep drinking, right?
He actually, in fact, starts drinking with purpose now. He's just siphoning now. Now he's like actively going.
This'll kill him.
And with that, you almost begin to choke up a little bit if you weren't literally 16 feet tall or however fucking tall you are. As this begins to happen, you notice as these water things are actively trying to kill Ingot. And with that, your souls are shackled. And the time for battle is now. It's time for you to learn, motherfuckers. Oh my god.
Oh god. And I'm almost dead.
You got a short rest, so you
Alright.
would
Oh,
have
did
been
we?
able to heal or not.
Oh, we did get a short rest?
Yeah.
During the transportation, is that right?
Yeah, you would have been able to get a short rest. So if you want to
Oh,
roll hit
thank
dice,
God.
you can do that.
Absolutely. How many do I want?
Question, Myra, did you resummon your death dogs and expend a spell slot or no?
No.
Alright, they will be
However,
gone.
I've been wondering, did they say anything?
No. We said when we were what do you call it? When we came back, the death dogs would have been gone. Remember?
No, I meant were the water things saying
Sword.
anything?
Oh, well, we would have been able to know that if Rokaz wouldn't have rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Damn,
Oh,
I have
God.
tongues too. That sucks.
Why the fuck do I have a plus
Me
18
too.
to initiative? Hold on.
Hold on. I need to.
Oh.
I was wondering how I
Whoa.
rolled a 12 and got a 34.
Rokaz isn't that perceptive. Holy shit.
Wait, what?
That's not correct.
Myra?
I
I'm
know
giving
you're
you 34.
You guys are gonna hold on. You guys are rolling for initiative. Here's what we're gonna need. Take the first rolls and make sure they're right and correct. But hold on that thought. I gotta get Myra's skeletons in here.
Well, it's, my first roll was
Or
holy
zombie.
shit, how many do I have?
I'm making them. I have to make new tokens because I deleted all of them before. Alright, zombie. I was hoping that I'd have a little bit of time to, you know, be able to adjust shit, but I guess not. Alright,
Whoa,
zombie.
whoa.
Boom, boom. Alright, that's your call.
Are we meant to be at level 6 yet, or are we still level 5?
You guys are level 6. Yeah.
Ah, Ingot is not.
I can
it's
only
not.
okay.
I
I don't
gotcha.
know how I got this many zombies.
Hold on, one at a time. I'm working with 4 different things. Hold on.
Give the man a second.
Jesus.
Okay. Sorry, I just
You're good. Just hold on a second. I gotta actually get the tokens down first, and then add them to initiative. Then I gotta deal with the initiative problem. Hold up. Skeleton, zombie. Okay, so that should be good. I think that should be fine now. Now let me get you access to be able to control it. Zombie, configure permissions. Limbo, owner. Okay, now you should be able to control him. Now, let me make sure the skeleton works. No. Alright, I gotta move it up here. Configure permissions. Limbo, owner. Okay, cool. I love summons. And now it should be good for the rest of the campaign, though, so. Boom. Okay, so now we gotta change Jason's token over here. We gotta change this one so you can actually control it. And fix that up. Bam. Sick nasty. Boom. So you should be able to control Drakal and Jason now. Try that. Dope, dope, dope. Okay, so you can move those individuals where you would have them. And then now we go to, we'll fix the initiative thing in a second. Let me import Ingot over.
I don't think I ever did level 6 for him because I had no clue he'd leveled up.
You may want to do that if you can. If you want, I'll tell you what, we'll put you last in initiative, and then I'll import your character sheet when it's your turn, so you get a little bit of time to look over stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do that, and then you're at 42 HP. No, don't take this for us. All right. Boom, and we'll go from there. All right. Cool. Now for the initiative thing on what the fuck is happening with this. Alright, so what's the hell is going on?
No idea.
Where did you guys roll initiative from exactly?
Initiative.
From the initiative thing.
Like on the character sheet?
Yep.
No, I rolled it from the menu.
Menu, gotcha. I'm gonna do this. See what happens. Reroll.
Did the math? I'd have an 18.
Nope. I don't know why that is a thing. Why do you?
It's fine. I just have a natural plus like 22 to initiative.
As you do.
Just subtract the 14 and or the 18 and you get the actual.
I'm fine for that. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh my god. Why is it doing this?
You wasted his nat 20.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
What's your normal initiative?
One I get is
what's your normal initiative modifier?
+4.
+4, so it's got 16 initiative. All right, Myra, what's your initiative modifier?
+2.
+2, so we got a 20. Which one do you want to go first, Navra or Myra?
I can do the martial thing first.
There's no martial stuff for this.
Unfortunate.
I don't know if they can talk, so I can't exactly justify using tongues, sadly.
Oh boy, it's just messing up everybody's initiative today. So it's not 20.
Well, I only got a 23, so.
Yeah, it is. Ugh. Foundry's like, everybody has a +14.
+16, I'm +18. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, what the hell? Alright.
Is it adding to
fast. They're
Is it
that
like a
fast.
proficiency bonus mistake?
I don't know.
Can we just take the first rolls and just like fix the initiative?
No, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I haven't rolled initiative for the water words yet. I just did now.
Oh,
they just got adjusted though. Okay, so let's make sure we got this right. So water words are gonna go first, so they get that. Afterwards, we got 1, 2, 3 individuals or 5 individuals. Myra, your minions are gonna go on your turn. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. Afterwards, it's in their favor, so it's gonna be after Navro, Myra, and Zephyr. It's going to be the water weird, and then Ingot right afterwards, and then followed up with Rokas. Assuming so, because no one said anything.
I was gonna rock paper scissors with him.
You can't really rock paper scissors over Discord. We've tried. We've even tried over voice or video call. It don't work.
You can't just send a message with whether you're not like with rock paper.
Roll a
scissors
d20. Both of you roll a d20. And we'll go with that. Rock paper scissors.
It's a classic truant.
All right, Myra, you're gonna go first. Navra, you're gonna go second. Sick nasty. Okay. We're gonna do that. We'll do this, and hopefully this works. Or stop. All right, and then we're gonna play. All right, is everybody good to go? That was the Bard bot leaving. He's about to join back. Is everybody good to go? Is there any other questions, anything like that I need to address? So we're good.
I'm guessing the exhaustion's going to fuck us over.
That's for
Probably.
ability check. It's not for attack rolls or anything.
Level 2 exhaustion for some of them.
Oh.
Which
Yeah, I
would
mean,
be
that's half speed.
half movement speed, yeah. Alright, so if that's the case, let's do this. I said play, dumbass. Oh, I know why. It's because it is not public. Haha. I am learning. The play unlisted. Repeat all. There we go. Okay. Finally got the music bot working. So with that, top of the round, we have for initiative, we have the likes of Myra, then we have, or excuse me, we have the Water Weirds, then Myra afterwards. Let's see what we got. So this individual is going to look over and he is going to continue strangling Ingot as he was doing before. However, let's see if he can hold out and do so. It's going to be a constricting attack. He's going to do so. You just do so when you're in the water. Yes. He's going to do so with advantage. Ingus, you'll see as the water begins to slowly consume you, and we'll see if you're able to at least not take any damage, or if you're able to stand strong like a mountain. That's going to be an 18 to hit. That will miss as you're able to continue drinking the water more and more. You are unaffected. That is the Water Weird's turn. Next up in initiative, we have Myra. Afterwards, it's going to be Navra. What you got for us, Myra?
Myra casts Fear.
All right, fear on who, or is it on both?
It's a cone.
You got it. Can you choose who gets affected,
Yes.
or is it? All right.
Sorry, 1 second.
You're good. You're good.
You project a whatever. It's only weak frightened. While it's frightened by this, it does not say. It does not specify. So
I will make sure. One moment. 30 feet cone. Each creature, yeah, it is each creature, so that would in fact hit Ingot as well. Do you still want to do it?
I think it's fine.
All right, that being said, as you unleash the cone of fear, what does this look like for as you're casting the spell?
You rotate.
Hold control down and use the scroll wheel. All right, as you cast a spell out, what does this look like as you're trying to
for a
fear
second.
them? No, you're good.
As Myra sits in her chair and watches this, she immediately stands up and goes, "Enough!" And you can see a visage of her, well, those who were there, her original form of just this massive, mangled creature, eyes glowing blue.
And with that, as this begins to occur, Ingot, you make your wisdom saving throw. That will succeed with a 17, I believe, but we'll see if the Water Weirds are just as lucky. It's going to be 1 roll, 2 rolls. They will both fail with a 5 and a 4, respectively. As they begin to look towards your form, as they're circling about, you begin to notice as they start for a moment sort of just almost writhing back a little bit and trying to sort of take Ingot with them. They are frightened of you. That said, is there anything else that happens when they're hit with the fear spell?
They must, on their turn, I believe, if it would please pull up. Well, they drop whatever it's holding. They have to drop whatever it's holding. And become frightened. While frightened, they must take the dash action and move away from you in the safest possible route on each of its turns, unless there's nowhere to move. If the creature is in a location where it doesn't have line of sight of you, it can make a wisdom saving throw. So as long as they have sight of me, it lasts for 1 minute.
You got it. That being said, that is what they're going to do.
Oh, and they have to drop ingot if they have him.
Yeah, they don't have them right now. It's just they're trying to. But that is your action. You have a bonus action and movement. Myra, anything else for you?
Yeah. Oh no, that's an action. Where are my bonus actions? I will cast Form of Dread on myself.
As it begins to happen, you notice as the blue flames begin to slowly lick up your antlers and the candles as they relight. With that, you gain your temp HP. You're into your Form of Dread. And with that, your bones begin to slowly contort, and that is your turn unless you want to move anywhere.
I will approach them.
Alrighty. As I said, you get off the likes of the little this sort of device. As you drop down, you move a little bit towards them. That is your turn. Navro, we look towards you. Zephyr, you're up next. What you got for us, Navro?
Navro's going to move 5 feet here, and he is going to cast at 3rd level Tosh's Mind Whip as 2 winding, bright yellow beams of light shoot from its eyes and are both cast out at the different water weirds.
You got it.
Target 2 different characters.
So I think you like hit control target. Let me see if that works.
Alt? No.
Alt target? There's a way to do it.
It's shift. There we go.
Shift target. There you go. All right. As you begin to unleash the spell towards them, let's cast some spells and let's make some saving throws.
I am targeting 2 people. I'm targeting at least 1 person. Why is it not? I'm apparently targeting nobody.
And maybe just target 1, see what happens.
Sure.
And I can just do the damage and saving throw towards the other. You got it. So intelligence saving throw for Tasha's Mind Whip. All right, this one is going to succeed with a 17. This one over here towards the right, he's gonna make a saving throw. He's gonna get a big old nat 1. Alrighty, so do they take half damage on a success or no?
They take half damage on success, yeah.
Alrighty.
They also, you probably know because Zale casts it all the time, they can only take either an action, a bonus action, or movement. They can't do any of them. They can't do, like, all of them, and they have no reactions.
You got it.
So they can only move now.
They can only move.
Oh man, that's funny. All right. Oh, Ingot's been getting bopped up over here, so let me fix that. And where is this 10 damage coming from? They should not have that. But they should have the 8 towards the one who failed. No, it is towards the one who succeeded. It is 4. All right, boom. And then 8. You got it. So as they're sort of frightened, they're almost beginning to have their minds rocked. They can no longer do anything. That is their go, or pretty much your go, unless you have anything for a bonus action, Navro.
Got nothing for a bonus action. That's my turn.
All right, next up in initiative, we have Zephyr. Afterwards is another water weird. What you got for us, Zephyr?
Ingot, you okay with a bit of lightning?
Ingot just gives you a thumbs up while he's slipping away.
In that case, thunder fucking wave, mate.
Thunder wave, you got it. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. I just thought of something. All right. So you cast thunder wave?
I don't have the stupid D&D thing. I didn't get the spell for it.
Oh, what's thunder wave? Like, what do you mean you didn't get it? Is it a class you get from is it a class a spell you get from your subclass?
Yeah, but it's not showing up because the subclass always messes up.
Oh no, I can help you out with this because I can go drag the spell in for you. Give me 1 moment. Let me go find it. D&D Beyond spells.
Damn, we are good at crowd control.
There's Shatter as well. Shatter is pretty nice.
Second level, yeah, you would have got that by now. Alright, Shatter. Alright, you should have these both spells in your thing.
Okay, could you add Absorb Element and Warding Wind?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let me see. I think I might have to reload it.
No,
There we go.
if you just close it out, and then open it back up.
Yeah. Okay, that's thunder. They're both thunder. Yeah. Hey.
What the fuck is chat doing? Are you casting Shatter or are you casting Thunderwave? Big difference.
After.
Oh, okay, never mind. If you're casting Shatter, gotcha. So we're gonna make some Constitution saving throws. I think they do not fail instantly. So that's gonna
They're
be
connected, so my main idea is I'm casting it in the water. Water is conductive. Does that help?
Shatter is thunder. That's not like
yes,
lightning.
thunder is
That's
that's
like sound wave.
that's sound damage.
Same with Thunderwave. I don't have any lightning spells then, do I?
So at this point, what does this kind of look like as you're casting the Shatter spell towards these individuals?
So basically just a little crackling bolt just starts to form, and then before they know it, it just explodes out in a shockwave.
As this begins,
Everything around it is just sizzling with electricity.
As this begins to happen, you notice as their watery form is just again, like you just said, surging with more lightning. They begin to almost look over towards you and they screech out in pain before turning their attention and focus towards you all. With that is your action. You have a bonus action and movement. Anything else up here?
I am going to move a bit away, and I got no. I got nothing for now.
So, question. For Tasha's Mind Whip, run me through exactly what they can do again.
They can only run because they're also feared by me. They can't do any other
Can't take a
actions.
reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the three.
So, does it get a reaction though?
No, it gets no reaction. If
It's
it
no reaction. Gotcha.
Only if it failed to save. The one that succeeded just suffers the damage and is fine. It doesn't
Got
suffer
it.
any of those the action things.
All right, so that would be the individual who succeeded would have been the one to the left. That is the one in question. So he would be able to take an attack of opportunity if he wished to. Then, correct?
Yeah.
All right, range of 10 feet. Zephyr, you are. Hold on, make sure I got this right. Yeah, you would be leaving its attack range, so he is going to make an attack roll towards you. You'll see as it's more of a sort of instinctual reaction as he begins to send forth a watery tail that begins to almost drag you closer and closer towards this small oasis. Let's see if it hits. You are not in the water, so it's just a straight roll. 19, 17 points of damage.
With Frightened, do they not get disadvantage?
They'd have disadvantage because they'd have line of sight of me.
They would have line of sight. You got it. So one more time. Same thing.
Doesn't matter.
But you will reduce the damage at the least, so it's 11 instead of 17. As you notice the water begins to wrap around your ankles and begin to start dragging you closer and closer. You fall down trying to get away and free, but you're getting pulled further and further away. You are considered, I believe, yes, you are considered grappled and restrained for the time being as you are pulled closer back over here. All right, with that said, that is your action. That is your movement. You got a bonus action if you want to do anything else.
We're talking to me?
Yes.
That is everything unless I can use my movement to become ungrappled.
Nah.
Then that's everything.
All right, top of the round. This guy is scared as fuck, so he's gonna use his action to dash.
With me?
He is taking you with you. This is as far as he goes. But in the meantime, I believe, Myra, do you get an attack opportunity? No. Yeah, no attacks of opportunity, but that's his turn. That's all he does. All right, he's gonna make a saving throw.
He's still within line of sight of me.
He's going to... Here, how smart is he? Probably not. Yeah, he's not that smart. Okay, yeah, he's still gonna be looking at you, Myra. That is his turn. But he will make his, oh no, he doesn't need to make an intelligence saving throw. Yeah, that's it. Okay, Ingot, you are up. What you got for us?
I'm going to second wind.
Alrighty, second wind. Wait, hold on. Why is your health so damaged? You haven't been hit yet.
I never healed up from after that fight. I had to use some hit die to recover, like from the big boss fight.
Okay, okay.
You would have gotten a short rest.
Yeah, so I used some hit die, but that's why my health is low. Also, Zephyr blasted me.
That'll do it. That being said, as you begin to breathe forth and try to, stabilize yourself, what would you like to do as your action?
Ingot's going to smack the water. One question though, is Ingot now hydrated after like consuming the water things?
6 seconds? Yeah, sure, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Sure. I'm also going to try and use Lacerate if I can.
Yes, you can.
I think it's gonna use. Well, I can use Lacerate.
Oh wait, yeah, these guys can't bleed. Never mind.
I mean, it's gonna use Lacerate anyway and try and make the water bleed.
Alright, 18 to hit. That'll hit. Second attack though, 21. That will also hit the individual as you begin to slash forth with the giant sword, and that's again with another strike.
He's just using the flat edge to just like smack the water. I'm going to action surge, and I'm just going to keep hitting it.
Nice. Let's go. 23 to hit, 9 points of damage. Final strike 11. That one will miss though. So 3 strikes and slash, or 3 sort of smacked with the blade. And with that, the individual was not very happy about it. As I said, is that your turn, Ingot, or you got anything else?
I'm gonna try and walk into the thing and start slurping.
You got it. Alright, as you begin to continue drinking the water, we go towards this individual. Brokaz. Okay. So, throughout this entire 6-second expanse, it's only been 6 seconds, which is why I haven't mentioned it earlier, these guys have been thunder waved. They have been feared. They have been told that they are dumb. And now they're being drunk and sliced with or hit with a big-ass sword. Brokaz, in Primordial, you hear, "Oh dear God, no!"
The first sentient things we have fucking seen, and we're already the baddies.
I mean, they attacked us.
We are living up to the drip.
They attacked us.
Oh, holy shit, they can talk!
They can talk!
Wait just a goddamn second here. At this point, you know what? I'm gonna move over here, and just
maybe ask them why they're attacking us.
I'm getting there. You always want to look someone in the eye before you kill them. Anyway, so back in Primordial, just wait. Y'all can talk. Why didn't you say something before? Also, why are you trying to kill us?
They started drinking us!
You were water!
He just keeps saying, "They tried to kill us!"
Alright. If we stop, will you stop?
Tell them to stop drinking us, please, yes!
Ingot, stop drinking the water.
Ingot's gonna like stop vacuuming, but his mouth is still wide open and he's still like submerged.
Like a gun pointed at their head.
Alright, I think that's mutually assured destruction. I think he's stopping.
And with that, do you all stop do you all stop hitting the water and attacking them?
I don't think I've hit them once.
Okay. If that's the
I think
case,
you just spooked.
I have to check one thing. This is fucking hilarious. Oh man, it always happens no matter what. The good news is you didn't kill him. Where is this?
Not yet.
Ah, gosh, where is this achievement? No.
Drink your enemies.
Call me Achievement Hunter.
Alright, with that,
New subclass
congratulations,
unlocked.
Rokaz. You have unlocked the achievement Speedrun. End an encounter in 1 round.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Oh my god.
Any
Alright.
percent glitchless. Actually, to be fair,
80%.
this is pretty glitchy, so...
Look, we have to teach them who's boss here.
I
Oh
think they're
my
already to your
God.
shit list. You're fine.
Zale, you got the achievement Silver Tongue, skip combat by talking things out. That's skipping combat. Combat already started. They speed ran combat. Oh man. And with that, combat is over. You guys are free. Dear God. Let me switch on over if I can. Have you seen? Let me hit the combat tracker. And that. Boop. Boop. Alright, question. Do you drop the spell of Tasha's Mind Whip and Fear on them?
I'm dropping it. And also I'm going to cast tongues on myself so that I can understand them.
Yep, you got
I
it.
am okay. Moral conundrum. I am torn between saying kneel to your new queen or dropping the spell.
Let's be nice. Let's be nice to these new people.
Please be nice. We just found sentient life.
Oh, it's in room.
No, it's
Nevero.
Barbot.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how mad do you think Meyer is at you?
And me? Pretty
I
mad.
don't know what this has to do with Navro.
She knows what he would want her to do at this moment.
She's gonna do the exact opposite.
Myra, don't be a bratty
She will
teen.
drop her form of dread. But you know what? I'll drop both spells.
Donkey. Alright.
First impressions.
Oh my God. Cat's like, this is where we see everyone's true alignment. Alright. So as you begin to drop the spell, you'll see as they stop screaming for the love of God, and eventually they look over towards Ingot, and they are fearful for their life, but they don't have the feared condition. They look over towards Zephyr, then Navro and Rokaz. What do you all say, and what do you all do? For those who can't understand them, it just sounds as canonically, wah-hee, wah-hee, wah-ho-ho-ho, wah-hee.
I am going to use tongues on myself since they said they can actually talk.
That is canonically what they sound like when you cannot understand them.
Language. Even the fucking mountain can speak more languages than me.
What is happening this session?
Chaos. Well, what happens every session, Pinky? Chaos.
I don't even know anymore.
And then lie in the water, just cooling off in the shades.
You got it.
I'm going to look at them, and before we start negotiations, do either of you have names?
You'll see as the individuals begin to speak, and they'll sing, "Oh, we do not go by names. We are just who we are. We are not referred by any or labeled by anything specific."
Okay, you're called David, and you're Charlie.
They, as much as a dragon can, they would shrug.
Oh,
It simplifies things.
I'm gonna rename their tokens.
New best friends. All right then, David, Charlie. Question, and to be frank, we have companions here who are in grave need of hydration. Is there any non-sentient water around?
Oh, there is not too far from here. Not all water here is sentient or has life. But a decent bit of it does. I mean, if you need water, we can. Here, we can allow you to drink, but you need to promise us something.
What is it?
Depends.
Whenever you drink water here, or specifically us, well, you're effectively killing us. And to put it frankly, that kind of hurts. Not gonna lie. Ow. But looking over towards Ingot.
You get submerged inside one of them still. Like he's just standing there.
Oh no, they don't care about that. But Ingot, you. Well, oh god, oh god. You'll see as they say, but we are alive through. We are given sentience through these crystals. These are our hearts. If you could promise us to take said hearts out of the watery pool, drink, and then place us back when you are done, so we do not feel the pain, and we are restored back to life, that would be quite suitable. But you have to promise us this thing.
How much of this oasis can be consumed before it gives a significant risk to your health? How much can you regenerate?
It depends on where we are. And you'll see as he begins to, or, oh, you can't see their names. Oh no, hovered by anyone. Boop. You'll see as Dave over here, is going to sort of point with their little watery tail. And they're going to point towards the sort of fountain of water that Rokaz mentioned earlier, right? It depends on where you're, or whether we're in the body of water or not. If we are in the ocean, for example, we don't really have to worry too much about it. If we're in an oasis, same thing. But one as small as this, probably like a gallon or two before
What if we...
it becomes unbearable.
We are going to go. Sorry?
I wanted to ask. Does it hurt you to be out of water, those crystals?
We
Or
cannot
do you
leave
just
this
wait
form.
till you fall?
We cannot
Or
leave
do
this
you-
place.
Not even in a tub of water?
That is a possibility, but we go where our hearts go.
We're headed to the
exactly?
larger oasis.
You'll see as they begin to sort of look over towards you. Would you be willing to transport us there?
Of course.
Persuasion
Yeah.
check.
To me or
Myra
I'm
or
also
Navro, you
agreeing
can.
this.
Myra or Navro, you can make this. But keep in mind, it's a high DC because you did fucking attack them. But from what they can
I
tell,
do have a +7.
yeah, you go and do it.
but from what they can tell, it seems the way you convey yourselves, it seems to be a genuine mistake. And you also didn't kill them. So there is that.
I'd add
24.
some knowledge. I'd add some knowledge of a half-life. You have it.
I do not, because no long rest.
Oh shit, yeah.
So with that, a 24, that's more than fine. You'll see as the individuals begin to say, it'd be much appreciated. Well, I'll say one thing. It seems to be that you made a genuine mistake here. You didn't know. From what I can tell. If you transport us to our brethren, we can put in a good word for you. We can put in a good word for you all in future endeavors with our kind.
That would be incredible. We'd be very, very grateful for that. We're needing to make introductions then. I am Navro. This is Rokaz. The little one the big one over there is Ingot. Sophia's laying down there, and we have Myra off there.
What of those two? Points to these two.
They
My
are
children. Jason. Well, the other one's not really my child. More of a... how do I describe him? You know what? He's an old friend.
Eunuch.
He's just in a bad way right now.
I should say.
Make a deception check,
Jesus
Myra.
Christ.
Nine. I don't know if you'll see as this guy is gonna say, Charlie. I don't know if I trust that one over there.
I've been the most friendly out of all so far.
That's all they say.
Roll
I will
time.
say-
What the fuck are you on about?
I will say, we're quite morally ambiguous. I hope you don't mind. We've had to make some tough decisions, and, well, you know how harsh Voden is.
Voden is all we know.
Fair. I do have a bag of holding. If you were in that, you wouldn't be exposed to the elements or oxygen of any kind. You'd be in a clinically clean area. Would that suffice, or would you need jars of water or something like that?
That'd be fine if we can fit inside of it.
Oh, you'll be more than able to. No worries on that.
It's not going to kill us as soon as we jump in, right?
It's a vacuum.
Need oxygen,
No.
then you'll be fine.
You'll most likely be good, yes. Would you like us to do it now?
That'd be okay. They kind of say very, very hesitantly.
Thank you for trusting us. It's, refreshing to say the least. Thank you. And I'm gonna go over into the water.
Was that
Slowly
a
and
pun?
gently. No. Never sounds evil. And he's gonna look around for these small crystals, or is it in them?
It's literally in them, so
Right.
yeah.
They just gonna like plop it down into Navro's hands, or?
Yeah, so what you would probably notice is the water weirdlings, they would take a moment and they'd look towards the sort of sand. Look at it for a long, long time. And they will ultimately begin to try to leave it. As soon as they leave, you'll see as they begin to completely turn, or the water will begin to drop down into the likes of the sand and fall into the oasis, as there is a small, tiny crystal, purple in nature, that seems to reside on the ground.
I'll pick it up. And as well, with the bag of holding, I'm gonna, like I'm using a bucket, put some water into it as well.
Okie.
And I'm gonna pick up Dave, and I'm gonna pick up Charlie.
That
What?
They're friendly enough. They'll put in a good word to others of their kind if we bring them to a bigger watering hole.
so.
They're
Let me explain this thing real quick. So, if you all, this is a little random side quest that you can take. If you all are successful in actually transporting them to an oasis or a bigger body of water, like you mentioned, then you would gain favor with water. Now, there is multiple things that you can gain favor with, typically with factions and stuff like that. So maybe other civilizations, maybe other villages, or maybe other sort of groups of smaller people, you know? People that you might just randomly find. The water is one sort of, is one smaller group of individuals that you can sort of do. And no, before you ask, the water is not the answer to the lore question of... Because I knew someone was probably gonna think it.
I wasn't thinking it. No.
There's factions in this. Undead. Myra's got them. Myra Nabro there, pal.
But yeah, so getting a favor with differing factions and all that stuff. I mean, it's obviously, you know, you get to probably get away with a lot more stuff, but they also might be able to provide you other things in the future, which can range from protection, range from resources, and many other unique things, you know, depending on who they are and what they're about. So that, if you guys complete this task, you get +1 favor with water. But sorry about the interruption, you guys can continue.
No worries.
Make sure you have plenty of water in there.
Are they still alive?
They are. The body of them is just the crystal itself. When not...
What did they?
Sorry?
What did they end up saying?
They were afraid of us, but realized that it was a mistake. We didn't know they were sentient. They didn't know we had a ability to reason. So we came to an ultimatum, or a deal. They'll let us drink from this watering hole if we bring them to a bigger watering hole.
We're allowed to drink?
If they're going to a bigger watering hole, then they should be fine. Don't take too
Oh,
much.
fuck. He just submerges his head.
Inget's just gonna wave to Zephyr as I imagine Inget's still just submerged.
Yeah, pretty much. You just see a couple bubbles for anybody who's not in the water right now. It feels, Zephyr, refreshing to all hell. This is the first bit of water that you're able to actually dunk your head into without freezing over and dying. On top of that, you're in a desert of all things, so you're way more appreciative of it. On top of that, you're a bear with fur in a desert. Dear Lord, this is like heaven on earth.
How far away is that other oasis?
It's a decent bit, from what Rokaz would be able to know. Same thing we
How
use up
deep
here.
is the oasis actually?
Well, it's enough to it's not too deep, but it's deep enough to fit Ingot, so it's at least 12 feet further down. Yeah, I'd say a maximum like 13, 16 feet. You can maybe see like the top part of Ingot's head.
Question: does Navro know how to swim?
I don't know. Does Navro know how to swim?
I don't know if he would. I'm wondering about it.
It's time for him to learn. It's time for him to have his first baby steps.
You just crawl into it and roll and let that decide for you.
I mean, honestly, Myra's just gonna have her and her zombies cool off by just walking Dreadman's chest way through it. No swimming.
You got it.
Under the fucking water.
I'm gonna prestidigitate the water clean near where the zombies are. Disinfect it,
There you go.
No,
Nice.
The
please.
zombies are clean, I'll have you know.
Looks over at your
Barely. Do you see the fucking rot on them? Anyways, should we call up the Sewer King now or later on? If we do it
Later.
now, we get Atlas back. He might be able to make us a caravan right now.
No,
And probably get there a bit smoother sailing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Zephyr. We have nothing other than Ingot to pull that caravan. And I don't want to hear his voice the entire time we walk.
The rest of you?
I'd rather have it now and have the rest of the journey to the bigger oasis be easier for us. Ingot, you don't mind pulling the caravan, do you?
Ingot's completely submerged. I don't know how you expect him to hear you. Like, he is underwater.
Hold on.
I speak Aquan.
Well, Zand is
Hold on, one at a time. So Rokaz, as you begin to sort of speak Aquan, Ingot.
If I speak Aquan and I say underwater, it turns to common, right?
I don't think that's how that works, unless that's a new thing that I didn't know.
Ingot's also just gonna wave to Rokaz.
I'm reading the player's handbook right now, Sensei, and it's saying it's there. You have to trust me about that.
This is the wackiest beach episode I've ever seen in my life.
Alright, just for that, I'm taking these leaves, I'm gonna make everyone a bikini.
Thank you.
Way ahead of you, Ingot.
Well, if a ship is works in water, maybe it'll work in sand. Is there a wind here?
Yeah, plenty.
Well, if we make a quick pair of sails, we might be able to glide on the sand surface.
Hold
Let's
on.
probably be able to help make it work.
Most importantly, before we do anything else, we need to get our materials, and before we even build the caravan, we need clothes for this environment. We
Ain't
need
that the
to
truth?
live here.
Hey, Myra, I couldn't help but seeing you were able to create ice, were you not?
See
Myra?
Myra sigh. Y'all can't hear me sigh out of game, but he sighs and looks at you, and then looks around at this god awful place.
If we make a fan and you create a
if
lot
we
in one
summon-
area,
We summon that man. You do realize he's gonna contaminate the water more so than anything I could do.
then let's get as much water as we can first off. Fill up the water skins.
I still don't think it's worth it.
Would you prefer to walk? You might lose
Damn
one
right.
of your companions there to the heat.
It's that, Myra, by that logic. Or we
As
contaminate
you
even
say that
bigger-
as she's lying down in that hammock she made.
Hold on. We gotta, if you're making hammocks and stuff, we gotta like.
Not the hammock, but the thing I had the zombies carry for me.
Oh, I thought you went underwater.
Oh, I did the cool off, but I'm getting that thing back.
Okay, yeah, all right. I mean, it's not too hard to make. You just have a very soggy Yeti pelt now that you're just laying on top of.
It'll keep me cool. It's fine.
Okay, all right.
Myra, if you're following by the logic that by summoning him here, it will corrupt this. That didn't count. That didn't count. That didn't count. That wasn't in the
It
contract.
didn't. It actually didn't.
Okay. Good. It
You
will
just see it's like Navros just stops himself. It's like everybody looks over towards Navro.
I'm invincible!
Bet you won't do it again.
Absolutely not. If by that logic he would contaminate this area, then by going to a bigger oasis, he'd be contaminating that one instead.
No, because
By
they
your
got the
logic.
water things in them. They'll purify the water themselves.
Or the weekend with Navro's magic.
Again, I don't want to have to protect the Atlas all the way back.
It'll be
I
fine.
will. You won't have to.
You do you. I don't even know how we're gonna summon him without Spike.
We did it before.
Did we?
Just throw some coins in the water here. It'll bring him right
He
here.
is
You can find this oasis. That is.
not coins, he is a deity. From what we
Did we summon
recall,
him?
he needs is water. If you
Yeah.
Wait.
call
we
out for him.
Out of character, did we actually summon him? I don't remember doing
Yeah,
that.
no, we just summoned. We just threw coins in the water. That's how we did it.
Coins?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought he
that's
just
Spike
called
was
for
still
him.
I think you just called out for him, just like, hey, Sewer King,
Yeah.
and he just showed up.
Yeah.
Are you sure this is
Um,
big enough for him?
Aye. He's a big lad, but he can sit in here. It might be a bit of a kiddie pool, but you know, be a funny sight. But anyways,
He's gotta move.
yes, let's get all of the water that we can hold packed up. Our plan?
How much water can I store in my bag of holding?
A decent bit. If I remember right, you could probably store. You can't store up to your entire water stock, but you could store at least 10 stocks of water if I remember. Let me see.
I don't know
We're gonna
how.
need that for those things.
I don't know how Imperial stuff is done, but I can store a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Mhm.
How much is that in like ounces?
That's like 20 cubic meters, and that's like 20 tons of water.
64 cubic feet?
No.
Oh.
It only holds up to 500 pounds, not 20
That's
tons.
true.
And it just can't exceed 64 cubic feet. That's the main thing. So that being said, 500 pounds. Hold on, let me look up how.
That's a lot of fucking water.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. That is just water.
Yeah.
Like
so
Navro will have to carry other
8.3.
things in his bag of holding.
So you got.
Actually, I take that back. Yeah, you could fill up your entire water. If you want to fill this thing up with nothing but water, and those water elementals for the crystals, you could immediately max out your water resource.
That would be fantastic. Let's do that.
Yeah,
That's
that'd
like the most valuable thing ever in this entire setting right now.
Yeah, that'd be like 60 gallons of water.
Yeah, it is
No,
a
we gotta
lot, because a gallon of water weighs about 8.3 pounds.
We got to keep our
Perfect.
Tomogachis alive, Navro.
Navro's going to put his bag of holding open in the water and is just gonna wait until it gets all in there as much as he can.
Got it. As you're
Don't you
sort
also
of...
have the crystals for the water weird in there too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the crystals aren't that big.
I know, but now they're just swimming in your bag of holding.
Yeah, they love that.
You got a koi pond.
So as this is sort of happening... Oh my god.
Love that idea.
As this is sort of happening, are you guys drinking the water now, or are you just holding it in the bag of holding first?
Already been drinking for a bit.
Yeah,
So,
might as well
does that
get
get rid of exhaustion?
It does get rid of your exhaustion from the dehydration.
So that's everything, isn't it?
Not from the heat. Still, you need to make some warm clothing, or lighter clothing and all that stuff, or desert-equipped
That's why I
clothing,
took
however you
a
want to
dip.
word it.
Well, I shed off all of my armor and kind of just
Gonna have to shave the bear.
You don't.
So,
No.
No, God.
Looks like a weird fucked up dog.
Oh God! All right, enough of that. We're not
So-
shaving no bears. Hell no. But it's just for basically you're trying to make clothing that's still armor. That is, or whatever you ever need, like to be able to store all of your materials and tools, and you're doing so in a way where you're not burning up alive. So, AKA, this is you customizing your armor or your robes or the things that you carry your spell components in, all of that, to be ready and equipped for the desert. It's not more so. It's not necessarily you just shedding all your clothes and being like,
in
Here
that
I
case,
am.
can I shed all my clothes and just like lay them out ready so I don't have exhaustion, and then get summon the Sewer King?
I mean, yeah, sure, but it's gonna take a bit. It's not gonna be an instant thing. I take off all my clothes. I'm no longer hot.
I mean, all I have to do is like just wiggle out of my trousers, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's not a thing of like I can't take
Pants
them off
off.
and then I'm good. Nah,
Zephyr,
it's just gonna
there are
take a little bit of
children.
you getting used to. And they're
Zephyr,
also...
there are children here. Please leave your pants on.
If Ingot takes off his scarf, will that count? Because Ingot's not wearing a whole lot, and he's literally submerged.
It's the same thing as I mentioned to Zephyr, where you're preparing yourself. Don't try to game the system. That was the. I'm not saying that you are or anything like that, but this was the agreement upon session 0 of like when it came to the clothing stuff.
This is a mechanic built into the system.
Yeah.
I don't know how to change Myers.
It was a sort of the thing of like, oh man, well I'm gonna have a character that doesn't need clothes or whatever, so that means I don't have to wear it. And it was like, that was the sort of agreement for like when you guys went to the snowy place where I didn't make you guys or force you guys to run around in loincloths at the beginning, because I didn't think that would be a fun experience when it came to character design. Everybody's a tribal person. Oh,
You know
man. Is we're playing what's that game called? Ark Survival Evolved.
Ooh, baby.
So, that being said, let's go. Or what are you guys trying to do right now? You haven't taken a long rest yet. It is nighttime. It's not a bad time to do so if you choose. You still can figure out what you want to do plan-wise as a group and a party. You can have any discussions that you need, or you can summon the Sewer King right here and now and then do that stuff later. What do you guys
Is
doing?
it cooler at night?
Yeah, I was about to say, deserts are freezing cold at night.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Not
so I'm
voting.
guessing everything next time. Yeah.
Not
okay.
voting.
Okay, putting back my clothes on,
No.
Okay.
Voting's not cold at night. It don't matter. They don't give a fuck.
Wait,
How
so
can
it's,
Ingot
so
stay
it's still hot?
submerged?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Weird. Okay. He's still naked then. Have we got all of the water we need?
I was basically asking if you guys are trying to do anything before Navro takes all the water.
Yes.
Okay,
I
what are you
will-
trying to do, Mar?
I will
I'm
use
just,
my cloak, or take off my cloak and wrap it around Jason, so he could watch it.
Okay. Jason turns on fire. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Would have doubt it. That cloak is curses.
But yeah, you wrap a little cloak around Jason, and
yeah.
he's good.
Revealing Myra's bandage and battered body.
God damn it.
Surprisingly, still has a 6-pack.
Does she?
I
I
imagine
mean,
it's
just
like
because I died doesn't mean I didn't stay fit.
I would imagine that like her 6-pack is the kind that's like it's because she's skinny. It's not because she's like buff. It's there. It certainly is there. It's there for everybody, but you can see hers.
Oh my god.
It ain't spike levels, but
But alright. Well,
he was a Valkyrie once.
that being said, is there anything else Ingot or Rokaz you two needed to do before you guys call up the Sewer King?
It was gonna like hold out the orb of seasons in the water and see what happens.
You'll notice as the sphere seasons, nothing too much, but you do notice as the water in the oasis itself begins to slowly start attaching towards the sphere of seasons. And just sort of starts, kind of like a magnet in a way, but that's about it.
Wait, can we use that to power the teleporter?
Yes.
Oh, it still works? Nice.
There you go. You can use it for future stuff. But besides like just a magnet sort of thing, yeah, that's about it.
Does the water like freeze or like crackle at all, like when the orb changes to those seasons?
To the other seasons, nah, not really. It seems that the sphere seems to stay specifically, kind of just in this sort of watery element. It doesn't really change to like fire or lightning or anything like that.
Remember, Ingot, highly illegal and highly immoral. Wink.
It's like still just in water. It's been submerged. Each time you guys are trying to talk to him.
I need another drink of water. Give me the.
Alright.
Oh wow!
Oh god.
About to drown above ground. Holy shit!
Don't do that.
Die.
It just waves that never. That never starts to choke.
Meanwhile, Pete's like, oh god, I'm glad I'm not on face cam. My fucking shirt is covered. It's so
Not surprisingly not. Surprisingly, I am fine.
Hey, the best part, I think, is the fact the man who doesn't drown almost
guys, I didn't even need to throw random mirages at them to go crazy in the desert. They're going crazy themselves.
What the fuck did I miss out on?
never almost drowned somehow.
It happens.
You needed a double ply like Myra. You needed a double ply of not drowning.
What the fuck
Okay.
is going on?
Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. So we're summoning the Sewer King.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right,
Who-
give me.
who's
You
going
guys
to?
talk amongst yourselves while I go get his theme song. It'll only take him like a minute.
What a nerd. He needs a theme song.
Shut the fuck up. It's a cool ass theme song, and you know it.
It is. I'm just like bullying people. It's Myra's thing.
Try and get one of the leaves and start fanning himself off.
I'm already having my. I like how you guys are so mad that I made you call a fucking zombie, but the fact that I'm now using it as a zombie doesn't piss you off.
Also,
Oh no, it does.
question. This is a big question. Are you all still in the water while you're summit calling for him?
No,
Oh,
I am
no.
outside water now.
We're not that stupid.
Ingus.
I mean, you can't talk to someone who's underwater. Okay.
Oh,
Throw a rocket and get.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Bro, Inge, you don't feel that shit.
I'm
Okay,
going
you
to
want
tap
to one
his
up that, pal?
shoulder. Ingot.
Alright,
Hello?
you do feel as if you're sort of knocking on you.
It's gonna look as if you're in star waving.
Out to the water. Over this way, big man. You just see a naked Zephyr just there, like, yep, come on. Out to
Are
the
you
water.
motioning or are you just like talking to him?
I'm motioning as well.
It sounded like he was motioning. Yeah.
Alright, Ego will follow him out.
Okay.
Water level just drops, just plonk.
You got it.
Zephyr, avoiding her eyes, Zephyr, or not Zephyr, Myra goes, Zephyr, please, at least put a leaf on it.
Fine. I feel like one of the statues back home.
I don't think we have pine needles here.
I'm not looking. Looking away.
Where's a big enough leaf?
Looking away.
Like
I
I
think he
said,
just hands him the smallest leaf he can see.
to say we don't have pine needles here, big man.
At this point, you begin to hear, or you begin to see as the water starts writhing about. As it starts writhing, you notice immediately wrapping around the trees, or the 3 trees about, these massive sort of tendrils with these strange eyes upon them begin to emerge. You look over and you see, or you smell, a heavy stench of trash, debris, and just straight up terribleness. All the sorts of sewage you can imagine, just combined into one singular smell coming from one singular individual. As this giant begins to emerge from the water, you see as their massive maw takes up a majority of it before they look up and about, and you see this individual appear. Oh boy. I think you guys moved.
Jesus Christ.
You'll see as the individual begins to, as they rush out of the likes of the water, you begin to look over, and they don't necessarily have a smile on their face like the token art would suggest. Without hesitation, you begin to look over as the Sewer King begins to just start shaking for a moment. You notice as he begins to unhinge the giant mouth of his, and you see as there are multiple jagged rows of teeth, and also items. But you hear as he just goes and fucking upchucks the likes of Atlas onto the field, as he is going to appear right here. Oh, where the fuck did Atlas go? Oh god, he killed him. Oh god, he's dead. Oh god, he's
King's
dead.
hungry.
Run over.
Pukes up a corpse.
Actually, I can't
Welcome
find
back.
Atlas. I
Welcome
can't
to
find
the
him.
desert, buddy.
Alright, he's right here. As soon as this happens, you see as Atlas sort of tumbles out onto the ground. He's covered in slime, he's covered in trash. You're pretty sure there's a wet paper towel on top of his head. It is horrible.
Navro's gonna go over and just a couple clean him up. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't worry.
Do you need CPR? I've been told I'm a good kid.
I might need CPR over here.
He's crying. That means he's breathing.
You'll see as the Sewer King as you guys are all surrounding him, asking him for CPR.
I'm not.
When you
I wasn't.
Patron, just think about that. Just in general, you're asking the person, do you need CPR? Do you need CPR?
I mean, ironically,
Like someone
it's not
choking on.
Are you dead?
I mean,
Wait, have you
ironically, it's not inappropriate.
Is
have
it
you
not?
seen the video? Have you seen the video of the guy going up to the kid choking on the hot dog, going, "Do you need help? Do you need help?"
That's what I imagined for a second.
I mean,
Oh,
in fairness,
man.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Ducky says, fun fact in Canada, you need to ask in Canada before doing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
you need to do that in the U.S. as well. You
I
have to
see.
get their permission.
I see.
And let you choke before I get a lawsuit.
It is exactly to prevent a lawsuit, exactly.
Well, regardless, the Sewer King speaks and says this. Well, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm never doing that again. No, not ever. 5 or 6 were enough, but a 7th, hell no. Dindar smite me down, boy. I ain't transporting y'all. Y'all stank. Ugh.
Careful what you wish for. He's been listening in lately.
Ugh. I don't want to hear anything. Now, I've done my deal. Wait, where's Spike?
Gone off the
Spike is out of the way at the moment.
Oh, well. Well, if that's the case, I hope all y'all have been doing fine and dandy. But, quite frankly, I'd quite rather fuck right off right now and have a little bit of a break. So, I'm gonna be leaving now. Pleasure doing business with you.
Well,
Before you go, you
yeah,
wouldn't
how
happen
the
to
game?
have any
Yeah.
corpses, would you?
No, why would I ever need a corpse?
I don't know. Maybe you ate something.
I don't eat people, girl.
I didn't mean it had to be human.
Out of game, just to ask, didn't he have our materials, or?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, he threw up all that shit with Atlas.
Okay, cool. Alright, then, perfect.
Alright. Thank you for the help. For your troubles, we have some gold, don't we? We have like 125? Can we split halfway?
You do?
Where? I
Uh,
think Rokaz
remember
has it.
We got 350 gold from the Atlas.
Oh, gotcha.
Big bird, and we split
Well, yeah, that's
halfway. so
Atlas's
that
gold.
No, that's our
It ain't his anymore. So we got
Welcome to communism.
175. He's going to chuck in the gold just for like a tip.
Yeah, as you chuck him the gold or Atlas's gold, he's gonna look
Here.
at you
No,
and just.
not Atlas. I'm chucking it to.
No, I
to
know
the
you're
Sewer
chucking
King.
it to the Sewer King. Yeah, Atlas is gonna say, "You bitch."
How much money was it?
We have 174 gold now.
How much gold did you give to the Sewer King?
1.
We'll go over to Atlas and give him the gold as compensation.
As mentioned before, because people are asking in chat, Sammy, as Navro mentioned, you guys all split everything 50-50. I made sure to ask whether you guys or anybody was keeping stuff. Everybody agreed that you keep splitting everything 50-50.
And we did keep more so the materials, just to rebuild the Stormbird.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
We gave
Took the
like a lot
card.
of it over, but
Yeah.
Wait. So hold on. Maybe I don't remember this being said at all. So is our money like now a collective thing instead of just for individuals?
No. I mean, like, between the two groups, when you guys were separating, like, hey, who's gonna get the materials? Hey, like the scrap metal and all that stuff. Right?
I see.
And then
okay.
we also pulled in, the gold as well. So everything that is possible to be split up, you guys just split it down the middle. Does
Well,
that
yeah,
make
I
sense?
still have. I forgot I still have Atlas's gun.
Yeah, that you do. Wait, no, I think Amethyst has the gun. Or am I wrong?
I thought I gave. No, you have his pistol. I took his rifle from him and gave it to Jason.
I took his rifle. I had his rifle
Yeah,
and his revolver.
you took a pistol. I think it was
I
the
took a
pound
pistol? Someone took a
Yeah.
pistol. I remember.
I believe that you probably took the pistol, but I think or Amethyst has the full-on rifle.
Damn right.
You did.
All right. I think is everything cleared up now? I think that's everything, right? Alrighty.
So we each got how much gold then?
If you're splitting that down, so here we'll handle all that in a minute. We'll handle that in a minute. Is there anything you wish to ask the Sewer King before he goes, though?
Yes. It's gonna be like ask him, do you sell shinies?
I do, boy, but I'm very, I don't know if I'm in the mood to be selling stuff, and that says a lot for me. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather.
I think it's just gonna hold out a handful of gold.
I can make one exception. You'll see as he takes the gold and then begins to eat it. Well, hold on. Are you just basically giving him your entire share?
No, he was only holding out some of the gold to like entice him for a trade.
Okay. He will take it immediately, and he's gonna pass you Jess. Yeah, I think he's just gonna pass you a gem. It's gonna be Topaz.
Nice.
There you go. I'll tell you how
much
much it
gold
costs.
will you-
I'll tell you in
Alright.
a bit, but he's just gonna pass your topaz gem. There you go.
Me like Ingot's gonna start licking the gem.
As this sort of happens, he sort of takes the gold, hands you the gem, pats your head, and then if he could, he'd be mentally flicking everybody and everything off. It's not personal, he's doing it to everybody. And you'll notice as he begins to tip his hat, and he's gonna disappear for a couple of sessions. He's been through the shitter.
Before you go.
Nope, he's going.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm interested in buying corpses.
That being said, you'll see as the tendril begins to wave by. Alright.
Thank you a lot.
How's the water? Is it like corrupt?
Bro,
Is it contaminated?
you're fine if you say it out of character, but yeah, this shit sucks.
All right, gonna wade through. Gonna take a while.
Okay. Welcome back to the welcome to the desert, Atlas.
Hold on one second. Let me get this going. Okay, cool. So, as you notice as the Sewer King begins to dissipate, Navra, you wade through the water trying to prestidigitate everything that you can. As you do so, Rokaz and Zephyr are surrounding the likes of Atlas as he's still sort of coughing up. You see he even coughs up a bit of metal. I hate this place already. Where the
I
fuck
mean,
am
we
I?
could have been stranded with Jeff if it wasn't for us.
Thank you. God damn it, all. I never want to do
Yeah.
that again.
I don't blame you. That was fucking dreadful. Not to be
So
a rush
cold.
on time, Atlas.
So cold and smelly. I thought I saw.
Okay, not to rush you, but we're hoping to make this next venture a little bit more homely. We think you and some of the materials here, and probably some of the trees. They don't have much here. It's probably not good to tear them down, but we're thinking of a sand boat. There's high enough wind to sail it.
Give me a fucking second, man. That shit sucked.
Okay. And
I
we'll
need a
go
break.
back.
I need a break.
Is it clean there, Navro?
I'm waiting. Give me a minute. How clean is it right now?
It's gonna take you about 20 minutes.
Okay. Zephyr is going to start making some, like, summer clothes. Just going to make a pair of, swimming trunks.
Alright, so that's the question. You guys do need to take a long rest if you don't want to get, like, sleep exhaustion, all that stuff. You guys want to just take a rest here? And then craft and
Myra's
stuff?
already long ahead of you, pal.
I think we need a long rest. There are one or two things I want to do while we're long resting as well.
Yeah, well, just before we go into that, keep in mind you guys can craft during your long rest, and this can be one of the things that you make, Zephyr. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, since you said you want to do a couple things before the long rest, let's make sure everybody gets this sort of thing, chronological events. Myra, you are basically face first into the ground, sleep, well,
I
not
am
sleep,
on
but
my
you know.
side on my hammock with Drakal fanning me while Jason begins stitching me some summer clothes.
You got it. Alright, and then let's make sure Rokaz gets their thing in. Rokaz, you doing anything?
Yeah, just during the long rest, just turn my clothes into summer fit. You know, Vogue magazine.
Oh boy, you get to join the Hot Boy Summer Calendar. That is an actual thing that is in the works for Voden.
Hell yeah!
It's gonna have Zale, Rashid, everybody.
Wait. So does the Hot Boy Summer Catalog? How does that handle 10-year-olds? Hold on.
Well, you're not 10 anymore. Sorry to break it to you.
Has someone told Rokaz?
Your voice mod is still on.
Is it?
Is it?
I don't know. It sounds like it is for me.
Be right back.
I'm like,
No, it's not.
Voice mod is breaking, so talk to yourselves, and we'll be right back. Do 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 do.
Oh, hell yeah, elevator music.
I gotta figure out how much gold ingots gonna have now, because you already had 10, I think, from something.
I mean, I had 38.
Dudes, I cannot tell you when I get an undead mining operation going, how rich.
It's just gonna eat your profits. You'll turn around and then they're just gone.
Oh no, I'm gonna feed you all the stuff I don't use. Everything else gets carted away to a separate pile.
Yes.
That is the agreement. You were the trash can.
It gets like blood mineral content's gonna get a little iffy.
Today
You're
we
gonna turn
were-
into a golem before long.
As long as he ends up as a mountain, it's fine.
Oh, but yeah, guys, we could make AC for the sand ship.
All right, hello.
Hola.
Sure.
There we go. So the voice mod stuff should be fixed. So, okay, where were we at? So, I was at Rokaz, and then, I'm sorry, you were making the summer thingy, and then what else was happening? Or what were you guys saying?
We were just
Need
Just
to
surfing
figure out
around.
gold.
Gotcha.
Caravan?
Alright, so let's get the, well, here, let's, distribute the materials first. So, if you had 350 gold, but you split it, in two
It
ways
was
with,
29.
Huh?
29 gold each.
29.
Oh, you already did the math? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So 29 gold each, assuming you give it to Spike, and then Ingot, you would have gave, I'd probably assume like, I don't know, 5 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, yeah, the Sewer King doesn't give a fuck. It's just a gem to him. So yeah, 5 gold, we'll chalk it up to that. So you should have 24 total, I think.
I
Or
was meant
24
to
plus
have,
your
like,
original one.
Yeah, which I think was 10.
I think that sounds about right, because you actually get a lot of gold because you're Ingot, and you ask for shinies. Alright, so besides that, let's roll to see exactly, I need to do this for 7 souls, I'll do it tomorrow. Let's roll to see exactly how many materials you guys get. Alright, this is a big old dice roll. Very, very big one. So, give it to whoever you think is feeling lucky.
I've
What is this
got my
for?
rolls.
This is to see how many materials you get from Atlas's Stormbird. You're going to roll a d20 plus 10. You can possibly max out all of your material resources if you get a nat 20. But, let's see what happens.
Can I
thought we
use
made
Chrono
that.
for this?
Yes, you can.
Then I can do it if we want.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
we did that already when
Ooh,
we first got it, but okay.
ooh.
So D20 plus 10, no modifiers or anything?
Nope, it's just a d20 plus 10.
Alright.
That doesn't help, does it?
No.
Okay.
19, not
I'm
bad.
going to chrono shift that.
Alrighty, roll
I'll do
again.
better than that.
Doesn't mean you have to take the second one, even if it's worse.
It does mean I have to take the second one, even if it's worse. But
He's a gambling
we have a
man.
we have a much better chance of getting, like we have a big chance of getting it better.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
get 30 or
What do you
above.
think, Seth? What do you think, Seth?
Yeah, go for it. I thought that was a flat 19. Don't mind me. Do it.
Baby.
Boy.
Ooh, now that's powerful.
Baby.
Double it.
No, I will not double it to 40 fucking
No,
materials.
no. I mean, like the score was doubled from 9 to 18.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Does knowledge of the past
what.
life help?
No,
That's a
this is the
delay.
material. It's not an actual sort of roll. It's just you guys this is rolling for what you guys actually gained from earlier.
Alright,
I just happened to use a d20. That's it. Don't worry about it. So 28
will
materials, so you guys will have a total of, well, I'll check, but I'm pretty sure your material resource is completely maxed out. You can only carry so much, so it's gonna cap out at 30.
I thought we made a little caravan to help carry it.
That
Yeah,
big
I-
ass
I-
cart we made.
We're
We
going
made
to.
a cart so Inga could pull it.
I don't remember hearing this at all.
We made that when we were traveling from the top of the mountain to the bottom, we asked Atlas to help make a little cart. Basically just using the wreckage, put some wheels on it, and then drag the rest of the scrap
Oh
down.
no, that thing would not have teleported with you.
Okay. Well, if we have it all laid out and create something to carry more.
Yeah, 100%.
We can just create like for simplicity's sake, because we're on sand, we could just make like a sled of some kind.
Yeah,
Have it
that's what I was
drag
thinking.
down.
Have you seen Avatar, where
I know what you're getting
the
at.
the Earthbenders have
And
these
vendors.
sandbenders. Well, they were Earthbenders, but they were also sandbenders. He used basically sand boats, and they're using the wind to propel.
I know what you
They
mean.
use bending.
It'll take
Yeah.
a little bit of time if you're trying to get a. Are you trying to make question? Is it just for the materials or is it for everybody?
How do you mean? Oh,
So if
for probably for everybody.
If you're trying to do for everyone, that'll take a long while to do. It's, you get the time, you get a bunch of people working on it. Yeah, you can easily do it. It's more than possible. It's just, how long do you want to wait to get that working? Because you're basically having Atlas create a mass transportation for the entire party compared to, hey, I just need something to carry some materials that Ingot can just pull along.
Yeah, I think just for right now, we don't need anything really fancy. I think just making like a sled with like a top on it that like can be carried by Ingot. I think for right now, simplicity is what we need right now, just to get from A to B.
At the same time, we don't know how much time we're going to have later down the line to actually say and do these roles. Second off, it will probably help us against exhaustion for the long run, because it will give us shade. We wouldn't be having to walk. Zephyr can sail it across the sandy seas, and it will help, I imagine. That's what I reckon. And it won't do much detriment to time, it's just how much we focus on it.
The problem is as well with like sail is, are we using like wind we are creating ourselves, or are we using the desert's wind? Because if it's the desert's wind, then we're totally at the mercy of like whatever direction wind is going.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I have a way of transportation that y'all don't, but y'all gotta worry about yourselves.
I was like, well, that's
no,
helpful,
and
I
I'm not
guess.
talking about the. I'm not talking about the Jason and Jakal thing. Something entirely different that you
I
would
think I
never see
know what
coming.
you're talking about. Actually, no, I don't.
But
I'll
anyways,
figure it out.
that's what I reckon. It would probably help. We could probably, with the help of Jakal or Atlas, who is a mechanic, he could probably add in a quick motor using the Stormbird parts.
That would be really good. If it was motorized, that completely changes the story.
Yeah, and like
But
he
what are
is
we?
a
Hold on. What are we using for
engineer.
fuel? If that's the case,
We can ask
There's-
Jakal, or we can ask Atlas. Hey,
I mean, I'm out of them. Does anyone else have any?
Oh, shit.
Empty ones. Lots and lots of very big empty ones.
Well, every 30 minutes I can use a spell on them.
That might be helpful. And if we have it going, we can rest up on the inside. That way, we are transportating. I
How
can
about
sail
this?
it.
How about this? We just make the little, the small thingy, and then throughout the sort of travel, I'll work on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think having something simple for now is just the best course of action.
I still think otherwise, but that's just me. Do we want to leave it as a pass it over group thing?
Yeah.
Let's chalk it up to democracy! Zephyr, big boat or little boat?
I want the big boat.
Big boat. Alright, let's go toward, I'm using, player, like the overlay. Navro, big boat or little boat?
Little boat. We don't need big boat.
Alright,
currently.
Ingot, big boat or little boat?
Little boat.
You can get fit in any of them.
That's the main big thing. You have to compensate it for Ingot and everybody else. But let's go
Why
to
if we
Or
do
giant boat.
So-
what if we do a medium boat that is assisted by Ingot pulling it?
I mean, we
That's
could
just
just have
little
the
boat.
small,
that's just
like,
little
yeah,
boat.
the little boat is just Ingot carrying it. It's like a sled.
Okay, but does it carry all of us with it without?
I mean, you're
Ingot?
only as fast as Ingot, so it doesn't
I
matter.
like how you
and
all
then
thought...
you're also making Ingot very, very tired.
Hold on, I
Thank-
like how you all thought of a crystal-powered engine when we have the biggest engine. Just get a big-ass wheel and having it turn it. Like a
redneck
rowboat,
engineering if
except
I've
with
ever heard
wheels.
it.
1 second.
Well, here, let's chalk it up to this so we can actually get stuff done so you guys don't run out of time for the session. So, Rokaz, little boat or big boat?
I think with the current plan, little boat.
Alright, Myra, little boat or big boat?
Little boat. Also, after session, I gotta talk to you.
Okay, so, that being said, for the sake of it, we're just gonna make the little boat, or he's gonna make a little boat, and he's gonna enhance it a little bit with any of your ideas that you pitch to him after the fact, and he'll try to make it a big boat eventually, but for right now, it's a little boat. Alright, so, we only got roughly 15 more minutes left in the session. If there's anything super pressing that anybody wants to get done, now would be the time. And then we're gonna pick everything back up next week.
Is the
Yeah,
Stormbird
summer
eyes a part of the wreckage?
Yes.
I think it's gonna yoink those. Those are shiny.
It'd
almost
just
died
be the
for
one.
them.
It'd be the one.
Yoink.
Someone else took the second one, I'm pretty sure.
So I think someone else already has them.
I could be wrong, but I think someone else actually has. I think someone has
Yeah,
one. They
it was
might have
Amateur.
two.
I think.
I think I remember that. Someone went for them like right off the bat.
Yeah, they
Someone
wanted
took
True
them.
Sight.
I forgot who. Yeah, you're right. Someone has them. I don't know if they have both though. I'll
I think it's in
confirm
the other
that and
group.
let you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the other group has it, but I'll confirm that and I'll ask them tomorrow. If not, then yeah, we'll just say Ingot has it. But I'm not too sure.
After Jason makes the summer clothes, I'm gonna have him work on a little,
Oh, hold on.
his own little skipper.
Just have him make a survival check. Let's see. You can give him advantage. So.
If I'm able to, I'm gonna go over to Atlas and
I can see
the
how to
20
do that.
Hold
The
on,
29
hold on.
gold.
Let's go through Myra's thing real quick, and then I got you.
Yeah, I don't see his attributes, so I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah,
first.
just roll a d20. I got it. He has a -1 in this, but he's trying his hardest. All right,
No.
That's
Mom-
not with advantage.
Mama has to give him advantage. 19.
That's
There we go.
Nice.
All right, Limbit, you
Mama
got
saw him mess up once and then whipped him.
What does this look like? As you see Jason trying to make the clothes and having no idea how fashion works.
Jason, it doesn't have to be perfect, but he is taking like any bits of things that are taken from people and animals, and he's just cobbling together something thin, something light, basically just a toga.
Thank you. I love you.
Those aren't revengeance
To his
lyrics.
son.
That being said, you would, if that man could smile, he would smile, but he can't. All right, so Myra, you
Y'all
have
just can't see it.
Myra, you have your summer clothes. I guess if you ever, for whatever reason, you want a redesign in the art, you want to have your Naruto Shippuden moment where you change your aesthetic, by all means go for it, and you can commission
That's
that.
already
I don't
coming, man. I'm gonna get some super cool art pretty soon here. Also, as soon as he's done with the clothes, he goes to work on a skippoon.
What again?
Basically a wooden plank
Mhm.
with ropes.
Okay. I'm not going to question
And-
that one.
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay, I'm terrified. Go ahead, Navro.
Now we're gonna go over to Atlas, and the money that we were given that we split up, that was Atlas's, correct?
Yes.
Navarro's gonna kind of go on his haunches and take out the 29 gold he was given and hand it to Atlas. This is yours, and there's not much use of it for you right now, but It's yours. I don't need it.
He's gonna look at you. Make a persuasion check, buddy. Just to see how he reacts in general.
Why is it? Oh, right, because we're exhausted. I'm gonna add
Ah,
a d6 to that. 18.
18. We'll look at you and say, "Are you sure?"
It's not my money.
He'll reach out to sort of take it. He still has the harness on because no one took it off of him.
I'm gonna unfasten him from the harness.
Damn it, he's gonna be me. I'll explain later.
All right, you'll take him out of the harness, and he'll kind of just ask and say, "Thank you. Why are you so nice to me?"
I go in a little bit closer. I feel a little bit that you are a kindred spirit. We're both not particularly strong, are we? We need to both use our smarts to get what we need. I know how it feels to be tossed around by those stronger than you. I apologize you've had to go through this.
It is rough. Most of the devil hunters, they were a lot stronger, faster, and kind of cooler than me.
But you were smarter. And look where you are now. Alive. And they aren't.
I mean, I'm not sure. I'd hope they'd be alive. They're really powerful, especially Vile. Vile and Milo? Oh my gosh, they're so cool. I heard that, I'll kill you! Or I can't do that. Never mind.
I'd hope you don't try and kill Myra.
It's a reaction. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
It's perfectly fine. I know you couldn't do it even if you tried.
Yeah,
He
you're
just
right.
sneaks up behind him as he says that. Starts to loom over. Eyes very close.
Make an intimidation check. I'll give you advantage.
I
You're
want
big.
to see that stealth check first.
Should I do a
20, is
stealth
it?
check first?
Yeah, stealth check. Also, you have disadvantage because clunk, 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 clunk. 14. I mean, he's distracted by Navra. I'll give you that. All right, make your intimidation check. You have advantage because you're big.
Advantage? Alright.
Yeah.
What do you use the strength modifier?
Well,
A modifier.
Are you doing it in a strong way?
it's more he's just like being. He is just existing, you know.
This isn't even
Vibrant.
like an actual intimidation. Inga is literally just getting close to him while being very large.
So it does it. So here's what happens. You do it. Atlas can't really tell because it's just dark outside anyways, so he can't really see it. It's like, oh, it's dark. He's like, okay. But he's just like, how do I feel like somebody's behind me?
That's because there are.
Oh shit! Kind of looks around.
You're giving him a slight pat on the head. Just
I'm all the way over there.
growling. No, like sneak up behind him and then just like stomach growling, pet him.
Oh, I thought you meant Meyer. Okay.
No. More terrifying, honestly.
Inga hasn't touched him yet. He's just very close. Eyes just beady little eyes glowing at him a bit.
But anyways, kind of looking over towards Ingrid and Rokas, kind of staring them down or doing what they do. Yeah, the devil hunters are powerful. They're alive. I'm sure of it. Yeah, they're alive. They have to be.
Insight check.
Yeah, make an insight check. Bro, you're exhausted. You need a break. This is too much mental strain, even for you.
Yeah, sure. Sure they are. Look, I think we're all very tired. We need to rest and get out of these fucking winter clothes.
I agree. Go ahead, Rokas.
I was just agreeing.
Gotcha. So with that, is there anything else anybody needed to take care of before we all get to our long rest? Alrighty. And with that, let's start us off. Roka, who was making their clothing? Is it everyone?
I'm making clothing, yeah.
Okay, so
everyone.
Navarro's gonna make
Jason
his...
is making mine, so
Already got that covered. So everybody's making their clothing. If that's the case, let's chalk it up to some survival checks. And then we'll go from there, and that'll be the closeout and closing of the session.
Would anyone like me to make their clothes for them?
Yes,
Would you? You'd be able to make, yeah, 2 at most. Rokas. Because you're gonna be making this before and then during your watch.
Will we have
Make
exhaustion
that
for
your
this?
pants.
Yes.
I'm making myself pants.
I made pants.
I
Oh,
made
wow.
pants.
Oof.
Knowing
7
yous up here,
unlucky.
they be
I got a
assless
20 and
chaps.
then a 2.
Oh.
So
damn.
sad.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Ingot, I imagine, you'd correct me if I'm wrong. I think this Ingot may be thinking, like, he looked down towards this little moss bikini. It's just like, why would I need to create anything? That doesn't make any sense. What is the logic behind that?
A smaller bikini? Like, what are you?
Ingot now has a micro bikini.
No, he's dressed in the fucking thing Borat's in. No.
He's a mankini now.
Yeah, got that banana hammock going. That's it.
All right. So with that, let's go towards. Let's go with Rokas first, and then we'll go to the one with Navro.
All right. Disadvantage because exhaustion feels bad. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, feels bad.
Wait,
I don't
I'm-
know.
Now you get to choose. So you make some very shittily made clothing. Who's getting it? Is it yours or is it Navro's?
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna see that, and I'm like, nuh-uh. Come check.
Roll again. There's your survival check.
Oh,
Disadvantage.
Over there asking fucking cause to make them close. I have seamstress Jason over here.
oh, Alright.
So Navro, you look over and you figured, yeah, Rokas definitely is not a tailor
That's better.
in this
Time
timeline.
powers win the campaign. Time powers win the campaign.
So Navro, as you begin to notice that Rokas isn't a tailor in this timeline, you begin to slam the staff down, reverse, crack, shatter time, rewrite it. And Rokas is. He's pretty damn good at it.
I rewrote time so that you can make a drip.
It says Supreme now.
Can I get that quoted? Can I get that framed, please?
I'm
Navro's
losing
the
my
drip wizard.
fucking mind.
Navro, you now need Supreme on your.
Yeah, that's exactly what I make. Yeah, actually, no, guys, I make Project Aurora brand merch for Navro.
I hate you so much.
Lucas, could you help me create some armor?
Hold on, first I've got to make my clothes.
If we're able to make something
So Rokas is
specific.
only able to make 2. So I guess this is for Navro. Rokas, make the last or make this next one for you.
I love the
I
idea
help
of
him
just that
just to give
stupid
him a-
meme.
Can I help him just make him have a straight roll?
We're rolling for this now, but this is what you guys are going to be doing during your watches. We're just doing it so we don't have to worry about,
Okay.
so I don't forget for later.
Alright, can I guidance myself?
Yeah, 100%.
Alright. Probably should have guidance for Navro, but fuck him, I'm more important.
I love the idea.
After I just
You got Project Aurora brand merch, shut up.
And while you're doing that, everybody go check out the Project Aurora branded merch. Just scroll down below over on the Twitch side, and you guys can get your cool, awesome Project Aurora tank tops, t-shirts, and sweatpants and joggers, and more. Check it out today.
I designed the logos.
I'll take it 20.
All right, Rokas, you got your drip. There you go. You're good.
Oh yeah,
I
alright.
do like the idea of that Goku meme, but it's just Navro standing in the doorway anytime.
All right, wrap us up. Finn, roll your survival check.
Am I
That
just
one,
alone on this
baby.
one?
Yeah, you're alone.
I'm alone. Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck, we're
always
survival. Is it just straight or?
Survival. Just a survival check, whatever it is. 9. Unlucky. Just missed the DC by 1. That being said, you're going to be struggling a little bit to design your sort of clothes. Zephyr, it's more of, I mean, it's just pants, but it's just like, goddamn, I'm not used to making some copper armor and shit, and like being able to. You're sort of more focused on making things for like the protective side of things, not really caring too much about how sort of light it is or all this sort of stuff. You're more so focused, hey, does this thing prevent me from getting stabbed? Cool. And you keep sort of going more and more onto that sort of design, and every time you sort of try it on, you're just burning up, almost sweating to death. It's gonna take you a little bit.
Statlas for a little bit of help, just like to watch over me.
You better roleplay that next time on the Ascent for session 15. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Boom.
Bye.
Oh man.
Bye bye. Thanks to you guys for watching.
Thank you for everybody who dealt with all this bullshit. I don't even know. But also thank you for all the players for being able to show up and put a smile on my face, being, you know, the lovable dumbasses you are. It's fantastic.
Thanks,
we got shut the fuck up. We have the likes of our D&D giveaway in just a minute. Let's go check that out. I'm a deafin. If you want your opportunity to try to win, go try to do so. I believe this is the final week to try to win your stuff, and because I'm feeling generous, I'm going to make this the last D&D merch giveaway. Last D&D merch. All right, so the big one. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, let's swap on the overlays. And let me explain who the heck I am. So, hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex, if you guys didn't know. And essentially, I am a professional dungeon master. I run a giant persistent living universe in the likes of my world, where me and a bunch of other dungeon masters also run their games in the same world. Exclamation point merch. Is it not working? Okay, if it's not working, just scroll down below. You'll see it on the Twitch panels. It'll say like apparel or something, and you guys will be able to find it there. I don't know why the command for it though isn't working, but yeah, scroll down below to the apparel, and you guys can check out the merch. Finn, aka the person who was playing Zephyr, they made it. So, and it helps support me, SenseiSuplex, and him, Finn Heisman. So go check that out, and yeah, it's much appreciated. But as I was saying, so me and a bunch of other dungeon masters, we all run our games in the same living world, and they can affect each other in a multitude of ways. You guys can also affect the games as soon as we get the loyalty points working. As you guys can help world build, you guys can also help. Link doesn't work. All right, I'll find it. Don't worry. I gotcha. But you guys can also affect the sessions and more in real time by using the likes of your channel points. I got the link in just a second. All right, here you guys go. Bam. Bam, bam, and bam. That should help you out. We're still in the process of uploading more and more of the sort of stuff, so check that out. All right, we're gonna run a quick little giveaway due to our good friends at or Mytho Armory. So let's go do that. D&D merch. So special shout out to them. They actually were able to get their entire Kickstarter out and going. So thank you again for being able to help us do the likes of these giveaways for the D&D community and more. You guys are freaking fantastic. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play the little Kickstarter video once more. At the end, also in order to enter into the giveaway, all you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to do exclamation point ticket. Once you do exclamation point ticket, then you're entered into the giveaway. If you do like exclamation point ticket 10 or something like that, then you're probably not gonna have enough points like it just mentioned in chat. So exclamation point ticket to enter. All right, once this video is done, and we're going to draw the likes of the winner, so do not miss out. All right, I see everybody's now starting to get in. All right, be right back, guys.
We're so excited to bring you our second Hollow Dice Kickstarter and our 9th Kickstarter overall. Introducing Dragonheart. We worked with some incredible 3D modelers to come up with these beautiful dice that feature a dragon's head on every face. To start, we're offering your choice of gold, silver, or copper finishes, and they'll be shipped in a fabric Mithril Armory dice bag. We're looking to raise $6,300 Canadian, which is about $5,000 US, to place our initial order of dice and bags. Each set will be available for $45 for your first set, with an increasing discount for every additional set you back. When we hit our first stretch goal of $10,000, each backer will receive a free upgraded faux leather dice bag. We'll also unlock the polished silver and obsidian finishes. At $15,000, we'll include a downloadable encounter that's scalable for your party's needs. We'll also include a custom-made map for that encounter. At $20,000, we'll be able to create our custom wooden dice cases. They need to be oversized because these dice are bigger than most dice you get out there. We'll also upgrade that map and encounter to a printed physical map and printed encounter booklet, and every backer will receive that for free as well. After that, we have all sorts of things planned, but let's see where we get. Thanks for watching, and thank you for backing and helping this new set of dice come to life.
Alrighty, and with that being said, if you guys didn't see it in the chat, make sure you go like the video right now if you want to enter into this giveaway. I'm going to make it where we have like around 30 or so people or who are in this chat from YouTube and Twitch side. So everybody go over to YouTube, go like the video, go drop a sub to the channel. And once you do so, I'm going to basically give you a higher chance to be able to win said giveaway. Cosmic Gnostic says, how can one get involved with campaign? So how you can get involved with the campaign, I don't have any open spots in my campaign right now, but if you want a chance to get involved with one of my campaigns, your best bet is going to be to join the Discord and also sub to the pledge to the Patreon. Now, granted, the Patreon doesn't it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, as soon as you pay money, I'm just gonna make a spot poof out into existence, and then you're going to be able to get into the game. It's more so, it's like a waiting list, and you're more likely to sort of get involved in the games than anybody else. But if you want to know the expert way of how to really get involved in any one of SenseiSuplex's game, or any D&D game in general ran by the, any of the Dungeon Masters, join the Discord. On top of that, make sure you accept all the rules, and make sure to be a part of the community. If you don't talk, if you don't say anything, if you don't interact with the community, you're never gonna get into a game, because we like to add our, the people who we've made friendships with, rather than just random people who join the Discord, completely ghost it, and don't show up. Those individuals don't ever really get into D&D games. So keep that in mind, and yeah, just join our awesome little Project Aurora stat or stuff over there. All right, we're gonna hit, or let me switch overlays so we can finish the giveaway. We got 7 individuals who have hit yes or accepted, or excuse me, who have hit the ticket button. Oh, does this, hold on, that's not right. This one? That's not right. Is it this one? Okay, it's not working. We're gonna use this overlay for now. We're just going to be in the shadow realm. I don't know why the overlay is not working, but that's fine. So I got 7 winners. I'm going to hit the close giveaway button in 3, 2, 1, and boom. Who is going to be the winner? Let's find out. All right, we got Quink Cat, LSI, Kung Fu Grasshopper, Max Fish, The Masters 8, Metallifacture, and Donk. Let's see what we got. Boom, and that's going to be Donk coming in with a 14.29% chance to win. They're going to be the one to be able to take home the W and get that merch. So, Donk, here's what I need you to do. I need you to join the Discord. I need you to message me, or like shoot me a DM over on Discord, and then be like, hey, I won the giveaway. I need the information or whatever, or I need for you to give me the information. I'm going to hit you up. I'll tell you what I need from you, and then we'll go from there. So, that being said, congratulations again, my friend. That is all for Project Aurora and all that stuff. We're going to be coming back in the likes of Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, as we're going to be picking up with 7 Souls, the sort of snowy-based campaign. And yeah, I'll see y'all there. So 10 a.m. Eastern time, make sure to like the video, make sure to follow the channel to stay up to date. And that's all I got.